Hey, recording in progress. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So, welcome. You have all found yourselves on Skyreach Castle. Your long journey over the last month to 2 months, something like that, has come to its fruition. You have found yourself here at the source of all the information you could possibly need, where there are many leaders and many strange alliances and grievances between various factions of the dragon cult. This cloud giant who's running this large castle, the vampire you just murdered, the dragon cult leader, the wearer of purple, Resmir, who you also killed, and took the sword and insignia. Yes, that's all you took of her. What else? There's also a white dragon underneath. Here in Skyreach Castle, there are many things, many secrets. You have obtained the information of the Red Wizards of Thay, this infernal dark book, letters of information between different members of the cult describing their plans for the future, where all this treasure is bound from. You've come upon the great treasure hold guarded by the adult white dragon underneath the castle. And just most recently, as a reminder, you found your way up to the top of this tower here, trying to find some way off of this ship or what to do next. You have slew the vampire here. You blew a giant hole in the wall and shot a beam of daylight out of it. So people are pretty aware that there is some kind of disturbance at the top of the castle. The last thing worth noting is that your beloved cleric, your trusted champion of Chantia, Terrence Marigold Jr., fell to the blade of Resmir. But Resmir was taken down by, I believe it was Shroud, who got the final kill as usual.
Yeah.
So, you all have left Terrence and Resmir's room, and yes, Shroud, you have taken Resmir's greatsword, and it's strapped to your back right now. What it can do, what its powers are, have yet to be determined. That'll require some magic to go through it, or attunement, if someone wants to sit down and try and attune to it. But for the time being, you may add that to your inventory. It's a great sword for now.
Okay.
Cool. If you want to know what it looks like, just go look at the picture of Resmir that I've pinned in the Facebook chat, and Resmir is wielding it. But yes, that is where we find ourselves. You guys have taken out the vampire spawn, you've taken out the vampire, and you are at the top of this castle. You can hear out through the hole in the wall the sounds of sort of ogres and giants sort of... clearly they are aware of the disturbance at the top of this mountain, or the top of this spire. So, Dragonsbane, how are you getting out of this one?
Those are all very good questions.
Gemma's like, buck.
Wait. It might not be that bad because they don't seem to like these guys. So maybe we did them a favor.
It may not be that bad. You're gonna turn into a vampire. Look, you got holes on your neck.
I didn't die.
Is that what happens?
I don't know.
Don't you just have to be bit?
I don't know.
You're turning into a vampire.
Don't worry.
You're glowing. They're coming. I'm
gonna cast my 3rd level healing word on myself.
Okay.
Four, 2, and we roll ones.
Once. Yep.
4, 2, 4 plus 3. So 4, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 3, 13.
Vampires dead or just back in their coffins?
The vampires that we sort of narratively went to it. The vampires that tried to run or get some distance, you guys would have gone down and killed, and they would have been scattered into smoke and dust. So that's that.
Where is Terrence's body?
He has been left in He's been... Oh, that's right. You guys moved Terrence's body, so to preserve it, you left it in sort of just the mouth of the cave where the white dragon is.
Oh, okay.
for preservation purposes.
Okay.
I think Shroud, you also have Terrence's shield.
Yeah.
I think we determined that Shroud likes to pick up like memorabilia and stuff
Yes,
like
that's
that
true.
around, so it felt fitting.
So they have Terrence's shield with the symbol on it.
That's right.
Mhm.
Okay, that's real sad. I mean, but also
Also appropriate.
yeah, on brand. Why am I collecting? Nope, I already get it because they have stuff from Rio too. I feel like I'm just collecting things from our dead, but that's okay. All right, I'll add that to my inventory too.
Cool.
I think we should head out of this space. I bet you people will be here any minute.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, you go first.
Do I hear anyone coming up the stairs?
Well, as a reminder, there isn't much stairs in here. So that's pretty much the way up as a reminder. I believe you guys did python in a rope. So that should still be dangling there. But and you guys can hear down and look down. No, at this time, no. But you do hear commotion outside, like you don't know if the alarm's been rung, but they're aware there's a larger disturbance going on in the spire here.
Where's the cloud giant again?
He's in the house
he is
below.
He's in this little tower at the back here, with all of the ogres guarding it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll start heading down.
Okay, so heading down. Gemna will follow. The dragon just sort of... Resmir will just sort of... no, she's dead. Whatever...
Lyragoth.
Lyragoth, yeah, Lyragoth. She will just follow you down. Haha, I got it right. And you all want to make your way down the tower?
Yeah. We had ropes, so we could always just go down.
Yeah, fair enough. You all make your way down. Okay. Let's see if I can... I'm just trying to figure out exactly how we're reacting here.
Well, Star is drenched in blood. So
As usual. How is that different than always?
more like vampiric
Well,
blood.
you're not really drenched in blood. For all of the wounds you placed upon like the spawn and whatever, like you cut into them, but they don't bleed.
Aw.
They are, and Ciella's being the exception because that vampire was drinking your blood while you were attacking it. So all of Ciella's coated in Ciella's blood, but everyone else, all the other spawn were a little more empty.
Yeah.
I clean Ciela with prestidigitation.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, you can take a moment and wipe her down, so to speak. Are you still shiny, Shroud? Oh yeah, you weren't here, so I'm gonna say yeah, you're good. So what exactly happened was, I believe Erebir shot a fireball at the wall that ended up destroying the wall, and then you used your dragon gleam to create daylight to try and kill the vampires, but
Oh, nice.
we found out that daylight spell isn't daylight somehow, which is cool. But nonetheless, that's sort of what happened. Okay, so you're no longer shiny, I imagine. Oh yeah, Terrence is in here.
Even so,
okay.
I can dismiss it, can't I?
Sorry?
I can dismiss the spell, can't I? Even if
Yeah, it's concentration. Okay, you make it down the tower?
Yeah, does anyone else look like they've just been in battle?
Shroud was standing next to the vampire when it was spraying my blood everywhere.
Yeah.
To clean everyone up as best I can with prestidigitation, and
I think Star's fur is already covered in dark.
It starts
blood.
purple now.
Yeah, I think what Aravir you mean to say is, does anyone look like they've been in recent battle? Because I think Shroud is coated in the blood of 100 men over many weeks. So that's a little
just caked on.
Yeah, exactly. It's crusted over, so it's fine.
He goes to a Renaissance or a medieval car wash, cart wash.
I'll tell the possible deniability is all.
Got it. So yeah, Aravir, you do your best to clean. But you start to hear like outside the door like a gathering. You hear like people walking around. There's no like active like ding 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 ding, but you get the sense some alarms have been raised over what has happened here.
Okay, I'd like to try to leave now.
Okay, you open the door. You guys all step out into the light. Dun 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 dun. So I haven't done it on the map, but I will if it becomes necessary. But as you step out, what is opposing you here is... okay. You step out, and basically what's going to be opposing you here is... I gotta go see how many of them are, because they're all here too. Probably like 2 to 3 dozen ogres are probably standing out here. So I'm just going to show it to you because you'll get the picture of how many are here. So these are all sleeping ogres. They're all awake and they're all standing there. So that's about, I didn't count it last time, but yeah, it's about a dozen. So I'm going to say close to 2 dozen ogres are standing outside the castle or outside the door here. Kind of like, with crowbars, except they're not crowbars. Looking very ready. Let's throw him in there too. The giant himself is sort of standing there preparing to lead them all. And he looks over at you all and he says, in giant, if anyone understands the lovely language. Oh yeah, none of you understood, so he'll just go in common because he recognizes you all. He says, "You all again. What have you done?"
Is this the cloud giant that drives the boat?
Yeah, it's the cloud. You met the cloud giant, yeah.
There appears to be a disturbance up ahead. We tried climbing a rope to check it out, but we couldn't make it up ourselves. Hurry, I think they need your assistance.
Okay, make a deception check. 12. He sort of narrows his eyes at you. And all of the ogres sort of like are like standing ready. It's very much that sort of standoff where you're like, sweat dribbling, hoping he'll buy it. Let me think. He says, he looks at your party and he says, "You had nothing to do with the explosion at the top of the spire?"
I'll tell you everything I saw if we could have a moment of privacy. In the meantime, I suggest you get some help up there.
Why would I give you anything, cultist? If that is what you are.
For information.
Speak now, or I send my army on you.
I'll subtly message him.
Okay.
We are no friends of these cultists. I will tell you more if you allow me privacy.
Make a persuasion check. See how it goes.
15.
15, huh? He sort of like tilts his head at you, narrows his eyes, and he looks at his ogres and he says, Bring the she-elf to my quarters. I will have words with the speaker. Watch the rest of them. If they try anything, if they move, if they even mutter a word to try and cast a spell, slaughter them. And then he looks, and he sort of gestures a large cloud giant finger at you, Erebir, and sort of gives you a gesture to follow.
I will try to not look terrified as it follow.
Okay. So he's going to take you back into the tower to converse with you. He's going to keep his 2 ogre giants in there with him while you are there. But the rest are going to remain outside, about 2 dozen, close to 3 dozen outside, sort of staring at Star's Ciela Shroud and the dragon, Laragoth. So you enter within, and the large giant, I believe you were told his name, Balgothkus is his name, Balgothkus. So he brings you inside, and he says, "Enough games. You've come into my home. You lied to me at first. Now I expect you've slaughtered allies of mine and lied to my face again. Speak plainly, she-elf."
I suspect I'm your true ally here, not these cultists that have invaded your home. I am no compatriot with the cultists. I do seek to figure out what they're doing here and ideally dismantle them.
You are an enemy of the cult of the dragon, is what you claim.
That's right. And I suspect you are too.
Make a persuasion check.
13.
13. As you speak about as boldly as you ever have to such a intimidating figure, this sort of armor-clad giant with with a massive morning star in hand, you can't help but feel the tension and fear as he looks down on you, uncertain if he's going to be appeased, if he's going to go for it. And then a small wash of relief as he lets out a small smile and says, "I am no enemy nor friend of the cult of the dragon. I only allow their presence, and I only allow their success, because the giants have grown soft, little folk. Some dragons in this world would be good for dragonkind. I play along with the cult, but I do it so that we can build up the giant's strength when they have gathered theirs. They are competition."
And how exactly does your alliance with them build giant strength?
Good times create weak giants. Hard times create strong giants. By creating the dragon threat, my people will go to war. And when they go to war and they win, they will assume their rightful places as lords of this world, because they will be strong again.
Well done. The war has begun. Is it time for you to fight?
The dragon threat has indeed spurred some giants to unite in common cause. I have no conflict with you small folk. So I do have a small, well, a very large, by your comparison, alliance of giants forming in the north. to rally against the dragons once they have mustered their strength.
Wait, so you said that he's rallying giants against the dragons?
Yeah, he's basically like a double agent. He's double dealing. So he's helping the dragons to make the dragons strong, all the while telling the giants they must unite against the dragons. And he's doing all of this to make giant kind strong.
You're quite clever. I respect your game here.
Speak your name, she-elf.
I'm Erevere.
Erevere. Sort of looks at you and says, "What think you of my castle?"
I think it a shame that the occupants don't respect the vessel as it should be. It's quite beautiful and tactfully sound as well, being able to move large. That'll very much give you the upper hand in the coming war.
He tilts his head, says, "You speak as one who has spent much time in palaces and are not immediately bemused on sight."
I've seen a palace or two, it's true. My father is King Melindrock.
I know not of the rulers of your small folk land, though I do not have angers with them. I was unaware that I had royalty aboard my castle. My wife would have been pleased for such company.
Your wife is aboard.
Yes, in her tomb.
My condolences.
What do you propose, Princess Erevere?
Well, admittedly, after the commotion we've made, a way off your palace would be quite helpful. But we can't leave until we figure out what the dragon cultists are attempting to do here with their dragon horde.
I will say, it has been a while, so I'm going to help you out here because it's been a while. The letters that you received from the Red Wizards did detail their plans for the treasure. They plan to take them somewhere called the Well of Dragons to create a massive treasure hoard to appease Tiamat upon her rising. This is what you learned from the letters in the Red Wizard's sanctum down below.
So they're taking the treasure to, what's it called?
I'm just going to double check, make sure I'm giving you the right information. But
I
it's
think you
called
said
the
Dragon's
Well
Well?
of
Well of
Dragons.
I was
There you
close.
go.
Mhm.
Yep, you're close.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So just to give you to read directly what you got, you found several letters to Rathmodar, the red wizard that you ran off, from someone named Severin, who seems to be the supreme leader of the Cult of the Dragons. Severin's letter reveals the depths of their connection to the Red Wizards and the cult. You found other letters from Thay revealing that clearly some Red Wizards are not as keen to the cult's plan. Yes. That is what you learned. Sorry, hang on a second. Oh, I hate this mantra. Or at least reading it. I like the mantra. I hate reading the book.
Rathmundar is?
Rathmundar's what, sorry?
Do you know who he is?
He's the other red wizard that you guys fought, who got away.
Okay.
Okay, so that wasn't in the letters, but the giant's going to tell you now anyway. So you said we would like to know what they plan to do with them. So the giant will tell you now. So that was my apologies. I got a little mixed up with who's telling you what, but he's going to tell you that information anyway right now. He says, you wish to know where they plan to take their treasure? Well, I can solve that, for I have ferried them many times. They take this treasure to a place they call the Well of Dragons. They're gathering forces there, amassing a horde in anticipation for their dragon lord Tiamat's arrival. I know not where this dragon lord will be arriving from, but this is their plan.
And you said they're amassing a horde of treasure and armies?
Yes. Dragons, warriors. I've not stayed long enough to assess their ranks, but I do know they are gathering warriors. Gathering armies.
And where can we find the Well of Dragons?
He'll say, okay, I'm just gonna give you I'm gonna find the information. This module. Sorry, half a moment, please. Oh, okay. You know what? I'll take you to the map, because that way it'll help me see, and you guys will get a good articulation as well. He'll pull out his map. No, he doesn't pull out his map. So, right near green, as he points over here. Wait a darn second. Oh, here we are. He points here. He says, these are known as the Sunset Mountains. This is where the Well of Dragons resides. This is where I transport their gold.
You've been most helpful, and perhaps we'll meet on the battlefield on the same side one day.
May I suggest something to you, young princess, as you seem to have interesting interests in diplomacy?
I'll take all the help I can get.
You small folk, you are here to oppose the cult of the dragon, yes?
That's right.
And I have told you I am amassing the giants to fight the dragons, no?
Yes.
Would it not behoove you to try and convince me to form an alliance with you small folk? Would it not behoove you to invite giants to fight with you against dragons?
If you're offering, I'm accepting, and she'll give him a wry smile.
Huh. I make no offer yet, but if you wish to help fight the cultists, as my giants intend to, I'll happily take you somewhere more interesting up north, where my own army amasses to fight them. But first things first, the cult of the dragon needs to go. I will not compromise the secrets of my giant kind so long as the allies of the cult of the dragon remain on this castle.
Well, we're still working on our skills of diplomacy while we're very good at taking care of enemies. So how many are left aboard the ship?
We giants respect might. We have a hierarchy of things. So I will tell you this, little princess. Your folks seem mighty. Even your, metal man holds the sword of Resmir upon his back. You are great warriors, no?
Getting greater every day. Yep.
And to have come this far, you must represent some of the finest warriors that your kind have to offer, perhaps?
We're certainly along that path, similar path of the giants, you could say.
Then I will give you this. I have many ogres at my beck and call. Many more to overwhelm what cultists remain here in this castle. But there is the matter of the dragon.
I knew it. Consider
You do not wish the honor.
No, I said that off table.
Okay.
Consider it done.
You and yours think you could slay such a beast. You speak so confidently.
Admittedly, it would be an easier task if we were able to bring back a dear friend of ours. But if this is a path forward, then we'll manage.
I have no power to bring back the dead. And if I did, perhaps my wife would still be on the ship in life, and not just spirit. Perform this task. Destroy the dragon, slay it. And I will take you to meet my giant kind in the north, when you please.
I look forward to one day calling myself your ally. And she'll incline her head in respect.
Very well, princess. Take your friends below, and I will send my ogres to slay what remains of these dragon bugs. And I will see you if you survive.
Might you spare a few of your men to send with us?
You insisted you are so capable. You understand I send you because I do not wish to risk my giants against such a beast.
I understand that now. We will return with its head.
Very good. Though you need not actually bring its head, you are very small and weak.
Wow. It felt like the thing to say.
Bravado will serve you well amongst giant kind, Princess Eravir. Good luck with your hunt.
Balagathis, well met. And she'll take her leave.
All right. I'm just doing a quick double check to make sure I'm giving you the right information regarding the location of the Well of Dragons here. It's located in the Canyonlands north of the Ruby Beach. And some mountains. North of...
I saw it say
Southeast.
Sunset Mountains.
Yes, I think I might be wrong.
No, where the orange thing is the Sunset Mountains.
No, I understand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sunset Mountain, southeast of the Battle Bones. Oh, they're really giving me the runaround here. Sorry.
Control F.
Yeah, I wish. That would be very helpful if that is. Oh, there it is. That's very helpful. No. He'll just tell you north of the Sunset Mountains. It's near the Sunset Mountains. That's all he'll say. To make our lives a little easier, but not region. Okay, Scourge Castle. So as you exit, Blagothcus does as well, and he speaks in giant some words that you all do not understand, but all of the ogres seem to sort of stand down, and Blagothcus gives you the nod, Eravir, and you are You are free to have your run of the castle once more.
We'll go to the party. Got some good news. I've got some bad news.
Let's get the good news.
I secured us a way off of this floating castle, but
What?
bad news is that we have to kill the dragon that we saw to do it.
That's just fucking great.
Yep.
Gulp. I mean,
Sure.
some negotiating skills.
Would Ciela know anything about this white dragon and what it might be weak to?
Make me a nature check to see what you know of white dragons.
Can I also make a nature check?
Sure, go ahead.
21.
21.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roll that high. Nope, I got 2.
Perhaps the very reason you are so fascinated in dragons, Ciela, is because they're largely considered not to have weakness. They are large. They are strong. In melee, they are devastating. At range, they're even more they're equally as dangerous. They are terrifying to behold. They're very keen eyes. Their wings are mighty. I think the only thing that you would gather, you know what? So I'll say, like, as far as nature, as far as like its physical being, you're like, no, I don't know of any weaknesses. However, on top of that, I will have you make me a sort of tactical investigation check based on the dragon as well.
$14.
14. So, physically speaking, you know, white dragons are very strong. They have a mighty constitution. Their armor, their scales are of great brawn. They're terrifying, they're strong, they're mighty, they're all these things. Their greatest asset are their wings. They keep them away from danger, and they can help them separate individuals. That's often a tactic of the dragon, is where they'll grab one individual and fly up and away with it and, you know, kill it, and then fly back down, hit and run style. This dragon is deep inside of a very congested cave underneath the castle. Perhaps its own lair may be its weakness, because it cannot fly very well while in there. You can sort of hold it in, pin it in against the walls. That would be your probably saving grace against this thing, keeping it from being able to fly.
All right, guys. Got one good thing for us.
Yeah.
That white dragon. He or she or it can't fly away from us. It can't escape. It can't get out of our reach.
How is that a good thing? It can't leave us alone?
No, it can't. It can't like pick you up and fly away and throw you into the sunset.
Great. That is a good thing.
So if we corner it, we have a better chance of, you know, keeping it down. And yeah, I mean, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for the eyes first, because if it can't see us, it won't be able to see us.
Okay. Okay. Great. Just fuck, I didn't sign up for this. I'm a gnome. I'm gonna get swallowed.
Okay, so you either die to the dragon or
Wait.
die because we can't get off of this castle. You're gonna have to buck up on this one a little bit.
Also, are you scared? Are you actually scared?
Yes, of course I'm scared. It's a fucking dragon.
Hey,
You're not scared? Are you crazy?
I'm totally terrified, man. But like, I'm only a foot taller than you. We can do this. Come on, we're like the best assassins.
Oh, fuck. She like stomps back and forth and goes, fine. Let's just go kill a giant, evil, mean, monstrous dragon.
See, it wasn't that hard, was it? Now we can be both terrified together. Let's go.
I hate it here. I hate it. This was supposed to be an easy job.
We're gonna have to talk about this job.
We're gonna need to take a little bit of a rest as well. I think we're I'm hurting still.
All right. You imagine that the dragon would allow a short rest, certainly.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah. You guys could post up, take a little short rest if you want. Absolutely. Oh yeah, and also I forgot that our gnome is hurt, very very hurt. But you guys will short rest, and you will do so without issue. So you may all go ahead and take your short rest. You can roll your hit dice. You can click the button. It won't be an issue.
Oh, this thing hates me.
Perfect.
It never works.
Fight a dragon. Why? Oh.
Thing never works.
Gemna casts Longstrider on herself.
I'm going to cast Absorb Elements on myself.
Absorb Elements is a reaction that lasts for 1 round.
Oh, is it? Oh, even better. Even better. Okay, good. I can save that.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah, wait till the moment.
Yes. Okay, I didn't realize it was a reaction.
Yeah, that's like the shield spell. It's like the resistance version of the shield spell.
Perfect.
Erebir?
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself Gift of Alacrity and Kinetic Jaunt.
Okay, fair enough. I think did you cast Gift of Alacrity on yourself this morning?
I always mark off a spell slot for it, yeah. But
So then you should be good. You should already have that going if you want. Save you some spell slots.
no, I don't. Do you want me? Is that one of the ones you want me to tell you every time, or it's okay?
Nah, Mage Armor and Gift of Alacrity are fine because that's like an 8-hour beginning of the day thing. That's totally fine. Yeah.
That's already up. But when we're on our way down, I don't know. Kinetic Jaunt's only a minute, so I want to cast it like right before we go in.
Okay. Okay. Well, okay. I usually kind of say like anything that's more than 10 minutes, it's like easier to prep before battle, but like minute spells are a little harder because it's only it's 60 seconds.
Yeah, but to get through the door and start doesn't.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. You let me know the exact moment you want to cast it.
Okay.
Yeah. You let me know the exact moment you want to cast it, and that's when you'll cast it. Yeah. Is there anything else from anybody as you complete your short rest?
No.
Oh, Lyragoth, who doesn't understand anything that's going on. We'll start sort of looking at you, Erebir, probably, and say, what is going on? Why did the giants not try and kill us?
I made a deal with the giant, and we're to clear the ship of cultists, and he'll land us safely. We also got some valuable information on how to where to find the dragon's hoard.
Oh yeah, and we have to kill that white dragon. Don't forget that.
Yeah, sure.
It sort of looks at you, Cialan sort of shrinks, and says, Glazel the Cloud Chaser. I have to kill the Cloud Chaser. You know that's what its name is. You were told its name.
Oh.
Long time ago, when we were more consistent.
Yes.
It is known as Glazel the Cloud Chaser. I'll put it in the chat.
Glazel. That's right, unless you have a more diplomatic approach to it.
What is diplomatic?
Diplomacy is when you try to work out issues through civil repercussions as opposed to violent ones.
What is civil?
Civil is
Non-violence.
is proper societal behavior. We haven't had much exposure to it, unfortunately.
Proper. Ugh.
It's like when you make a deal, but you don't have to kill the guy because they agree to it.
What?
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah, Ervir's like, what?
Don't kill them because they agreed not to be killed? What? I'd kill them
No,
anyway.
kill them. Well, no, because they agreed to help us. So if they help us, then they're allies and we don't kill them. And we achieve that by talking instead of beating the shit out of each other.
And this is civil?
Yes.
Taking things from people rather than killing them.
Well, there's a set of rules amongst people. Some of them are unspoken, some of them are written laws, where you treat one another with respect and civility. And if you break those rules and laws, typically there's repercussions.
Why have these rules?
You have to have societal norms so the larger population gets along with one another. Otherwise, it'll be civil unrest and chaos.
Sort of rustles with the idea of it. Goes, but we are strong. Why not do whatever you want and take what you want? Because you're stronger.
Why
Because it's wrong.
strong?
What is wrong?
Well,
You all talk about wrong and right, but it doesn't mean anything.
wrong is breaking those societal norms I just told you about. Right is complying with them.
So what's wrong with being wrong?
Well, you face many of those repercussions that we spoke about.
What repercussions?
Let's put it
Well,
like
for
this.
starters,
Let's say
you
that,
could
oh, go ahead.
You could have a bounty put on your head. You could
Exactly.
have people down. You could be put in jail. You could be trapped forever.
People
Be
try to
attacked
hurt
from every
us.
corner.
Yes.
You'll never have peace, essentially, if you just take what you want.
Unless you're strong.
Even if you're strong.
You will kill all the time. Is this
They try to
not...
kill us first.
No. You have killed many who have not attacked you first.
Well, they would have killed us first.
But wouldn't everyone kill you first if you do this wrong thing?
Well, yeah, that's why we don't do wrong.
These people that were hurting, harming the cultists, they wish to bring back a very powerful, evil entity that will only hurt innocents. Innocents are part of those civilizations that we spoke of. So we're here to protect them, and protection requires violence occasionally. But Laragoth, I'd be happy to tell you all about this, but right now is not the time. We need to take care of this dragon.
I cannot defeat such a dragon. I am too small.
Well, you've got friends, and when you do right by your friends, those friendships go stronger. That's another reason to do right for Mom.
Sort of looks around. I'll make a persuasion check to see if the dragon is willing to fight alongside you all against a much, much, much larger of its kind.
I got a 17.
17. Sort of looks around at the group and goes, okay.
Wow. I'm proud to fight along such a comrade as you. She'll give him a smile.
Laragoth kind of tilts her head like she does when she talks. It's, as you sort of say, like, proud to fight alongside you, and just kind of Kind of sits with that. Isn't like immediately gratified by that, but like maybe hasn't heard that before and is like trying to understand how she feels about it. But
We can do it if we work together.
I'll try not to die, but I'll probably die.
I won't let you.
I'll try not to
I
die.
know.
I think that's all our goals.
Guys, I just thought of something. If we can get the dragon down into the bottom of its lair, what if we at least weaken it by causing some sort of, I don't know, cave-in?
Oh, I just made friends with our new host. I don't think that's a good idea. He really likes this castle.
Well, if it's just a cave, it doesn't damage the castle.
Can I
But
make
it-
an check on how the captain might feel about caving in?
No, you don't need to. He probably won't be happy if you deface or destroy his castle.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not. We've already got in trouble once.
Well,
You get the
like,
sense it's not easy
last
to.
ditch effort, last resort.
Yeah.
You get the sense it's not terribly easy to procure a castle.
No. But as a last resort, we should keep an open mind to that.
Let's keep an open mind. We could destroy the castle. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. You guys gonna go down? Wander
Yeah.
down to Chinatown? All right.
Before we enter the cavern with the dragon in there, I'd like to cast kinetic jump. Is this the time to?
This is not the time, but just make like in the canonical moment, like when your mini is there, or when we're narratively there. You know what I mean? Because we're
Okay.
standing here, and you're like, "Let's go." I'd also like to cast it at the door. It's like, okay, let's wait till we get to the door before you cast it. You know, because
Let me know when we're at the door.
I will let you know when we're at the door narratively, and you can let me know when you want to cast your spell. Yeah. Okay, you all set off. Is there a particular route you want to take to get down there, or does it not really matter?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Me,
matter.
at least.
So go ahead.
Where we're not immediately seen, and then we can like pop off all of our get a surprise round. I think that's.
You want- Gemna's like, ambush. I like ambush. I'm into ambush.
So is there a direction that's more conducive to an ambush?
I'm gonna give you guys a little leeway because again it's been such a long time. But let me just look at the different routes you have taken down. Okay, so pretty much all the routes you have taken in and out of the cavern have been like through that little pathway to the stairs. So it doesn't really matter which one you take. They're gonna generally all lead you to the same spot, unless you want to try and pick a route that you haven't taken before to try something new. But you don't know where that'll lead. But the only routes you've ever taken have led basically to the same spot where you dropped off Terrence. And aren't immediately in the dragon's face, too, to be clear. So, the two routes that you have taken so far both lead to, like, pretty much the exact same landing.
Okay, then I guess it doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
So-
like there are other ways down that you haven't tried, but you don't know where they lead.
How, I don't know, we want to do an ambush, so how do we jump out around the corner and say surprise? Like, is that good enough to set up the ambush? Or
So Jamna will say, okay, ambush 101, here's how we do it. I'm a rogue, I know all about this stuff. So this is what you do. In Star, you can help. In Star, you would know absolutely, like besides Jamna, that is your bread and butter, is surprise round. That's the assassin's bread and butter. So I think more or less Star will explain it to you, but I will do it for Star. So as long as you are all stealthed, the dragon is unaware of you when the first attack is launched, that is an ambush. So if you all manage to like get into whatever position you want to be in, like frankly, all of you could stand up here on the roof and Star could go in alone, stealthed, And as long as Stealth gets that first attack without the dragon being aware, that's a surprise round. You guys wouldn't be around to hit, but the point is you just get off your first attack without the enemy being aware that they're being attacked. So you'd all need to be stealthed going down.
Well, I do have Pass Without Trace.
That can always help.
Sweet. Let's use that.
Let's use that.
Okay. Ciela, you cast Pass Without a Trace. Spans out, lasts for I think like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I would like the party, if you're attempting to sneak up on the Drake, roll me all stealth checks plus 10.
Plus 10, okay.
I don't think Star even has to roll because Star has a plus 10 already.
No, I have a plus 13. I have a plus 13. Unlucky
This is
number.
This is a dragon. You all definitely have to roll. They are very perceptive.
So I got 33.
Good job. You'll bump up the average for sure.
I got 32.
I'll come to all of you in a second. I just need to get I need to do my work too here.
I'll back in just a sec.
So 19 from Lyragoth, which becomes a 29 from Lyragoth. Jeez, dude. Jamna rolls, holy mother of God. 29, which becomes 39. Star, what'd you get?
Oh, 33.
33?
Yep.
Yeah, this is quickly becoming a who gives a shit. Aravir, what'd you get?
20.
Is that with the Pass Without a Trace 10? Okay, cool. Shroud?
24.
And does anyone remember what Ciela said? It's like 34, 32, something like
32.
32, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, you guys average out at a... Okay, you guys average out at a hot 29, so we'll see if that's enough. So you guys all make your way down. This is the closest way. I'm gonna just drop you all down there when we get to the base of the stairs. So you guys make your way down, doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo, as you have, I think twice before. You get to the bottom of the stairs. Oh shit.
At the bottom of the stairs.
Yes, at the bottom of the stairs you indeed may cast. You have a minute, though, as a reminder. And I will be keeping track, so, you know. So, I'll say reroll stealth, because to cast a spell or to take a violent action does drop stealth. So reroll me stealth per casting your spell. Who am I missing? Shroud. Okay, you all get to the base of the stairs. You guys left Terrence in this corner, so he's there. Okay, you made it to the bottom of the stairs. Now what do you do?
I'll kind of push Star forward.
Start forward. Okay, fine.
A little nudge, like an encouraging nudge, not like so she trips and falls.
I'm gonna ready an arrow.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
use my crossbow because I don't think this will be a good idea to. Wait, can I sneak down there? No. that'd
Keep in
probably be a
mind,
bad
this is your minis where you are your current position. Because Aravir has cast a minute-long spell, I am going to start being very specific about how far you've moved, where you are, how much time has passed. So, as Aravir casts her minute spell, you are all standing here. This is where you are. So what do you do now?
Can I go to the corner, right, to the right of your mouse? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Where I can duck in behind the corner, and I'm gonna look to see if I can spot the dragon.
All right. Give me a moment. You know what to look for now, so you do see the dragon sort of wings curled at the top of the ceiling, of the vault. Just sort of like clung in there per claws. It's sort of wings sheathed around it, kind of like You know how a bat hangs upside down and wraps its wings around itself? It's sort of like that, but the dragon's up against the roof with its wings sort of curled in around itself like that. So you basically just see two giant leathery wings up against the roof. So you get to there.
I'm just gonna look at the others and say,
Star comes zooming over,
All right.
ready with his crossbow.
Where are you dropping yourself? As a reminder, Star, my assassin friend, it would be a great time to activate the poison on your dagger, since you're pre-combat, as a reminder.
All right. How does this work?
So if go into your poison
Yeah,
dagger,
this-
click on it.
Yeah. Okay. Gain 1+ damage, +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. Succeed on a DC 15. Constitution saving throw will take D10, 2d10s poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute. The dagger can't be used this way again until the next dawn.
Yeah.
So what do I have to do?
I believe it says as an action you can sort of make it poisonous, yeah?
Okay, so just roll 2. Okay.
No. So hang on a second. You're jumping ahead of yourself. So all you have to do in this moment is you just like ready it basically. So you like look at the dagger. Maybe there's a button on it. Maybe there's a switch or a knob, and you press it. And for the first time, you see these sort of like green poison sort of like dribble down the spine of the actual blade and sort of drip down. So the next strike you have with the dagger will then do that whole Constitution plus damage stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next time you do damage with your dagger, that's when all of that happens.
All right. Got it. Okay.
Cool. So where are you going? Where are you going physically?
I am going to just be ducked underneath the ledge there beside Ciela, because
Okay, like that?
yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Jamna has only melee capability, so she will move to there. Lyragoth does not want to do this at all. Shroud, what do you... Oh, quick question for you, Shroud. I forgot to ask. You had an hour there. Is there any interest in tuning to that big old sword? Totally fine if the answer is no. I just want to give you the opportunity.
I don't know if I would use it right now, to be honest.
It's a very evil sword. I mean, it's not like, I say evil because it's like black and all that, but you know what I mean.
Sure, why not?
Okay. What fun do I get to tell you about it? I'm going to start off by saying no, it's not cursed. So don't worry about that.
That's the last thing we would need is Shroud's like metal body to be cursed by something.
I don't know, man. When I'm playing D&D and I get cursed to do like horrible things to my party, I love it. It's my favorite thing in the world. I don't know why. I'm a monster.
Like this party would survive like anything else happening to it right now.
Yeah, honestly. Like we need Shroud turning against them.
For real.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna tell you it's what it does right now because I want to. Okay. This is known as Hazaron. Oh Jesus. Haziron. This is the great sword Hazaron. It is a legendary greatsword, requires attunement. It is a +1 weapon, so +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. You deal an additional D6 necrotic damage with each hit. Oh, sorry, but because you're attuned to it now, it becomes a +2 bonus to damage and and 2d6 additional necrotic damage instead of 1d6. Additionally, you have 4 charges to cast spells with Harzong. You have the Detect Magic, Detect Evil and Good, and Detect Thought spells on it. Each night at midnight, you may reroll 1d4 to expend charges to regain charges. Lastly, it is a wounding weapon. When you hit someone, they cannot regain hit points for 1 minute, or until they succeed from a DC 15 con saving through at the end of their turns. Lastly, as you attune to the blade, You hear in your mind, who is this new champion? Who would wield me now?
And I'll answer back.
What do you say?
It is I, Shroud.
Shroud. Your mind is not like any I have been wielded before, but I witnessed your monstrous valor in combat. You defeated Resmir, made her slime on the bottom of your boot. It was appealing to observe.
It was equally justifying to carry out.
So, you intend to wield me against your foes?
I do.
We will see if you are worthy of me. I expect death.
My favorite. And I'll clutch the hilt. Yeah.
You have like a full Final Fantasy. Hell yeah. All right. You may add to your inventory Haziron. I've posted how the name is in the chat. You now are in possession of that great sword. You may attune to it and wield it as you please.
Awesome.
I mean, your AC is high enough, man. I mean, you can handle it.
I have that defeats the purpose of my last feat, but that doesn't mean that I can't switch between.
There you go. It's a lit. She's a tough greatsword. Okay. Anyway, as Shroud comes down the stairs wielding the most meanest sword that killed Terrence, by the way. Where are you going, Shroud? Where are you hiding? Where are you preparing your ambush from?
Let's see here. Maybe I'll tuck in behind those two who are in the corner there, so I can't tell who's up front. Yeah. Exactly there.
Okay. That's Ciela and Star.
Yeah, I'll try and tuck in because I definitely have an awareness at this point that I'm not as stealthy as some of the rest of the party, so I'm not trying to just give us all away.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I'll try and tuck in there, but give myself enough space, which it looks like you did, to not have to run through people.
Fair enough. Okay, Aravir, you do see behind you Lyragoth physically shaking, in fear. This is a big old dragon. She does not look particularly happy about where she's at right now. What would you like to do, and where would you like to position yourself? You're muted as well.
I'll whisper to Lyragoth.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm being.
It's okay.
You've got this, and I believe in you. I'll stay with you. I'll be okay. I've got your back, and you've got mine.
It'll sort of look at you, and though it won't stop shaking, she's terrified. But as you sort of mention, I've got your back, you've got mine, and sort of affirm that we're a team here, I got you. She nods and seems willing to come forth and do battle with you. So where are you positioning yourself?
I will. So, can I make it across there without being seen? Gemna seemed to skip over there just fine.
Yeah,
but,
you guys are all rolled really, really good on your stealth checks.
I guess I'm just worried about line of sight.
Well, the dragon's like curled in its wings. Like you can't see its face or its eyes or anything like that.
Okay. I'll tell Lyrogoth, follow me, and then we'll sneak across to stand next to Jenna.
Cool. You do so. All right. You have positioned yourselves. You have mustered your courage. A dragon of the same size and might as the blue one that attacked Greenest before sleeps, attached to the ceiling before you, unawares, it seems. Well, actually, is unawares of your presence. What do you do?
That got real close to Star.
Yep. Yep.
Time to shoot an arrow.
You want
All
me
right.
to shoot, or are you going to shoot?
Star's the assassin.
Yes.
I'm,
Go, Star.
I'm hoping the crossbow is gonna make it. Wait,
You come around the corner, and Star, in this moment, you're like, you haven't done many assassinates this campaign, but in this moment, as everyone's lined up and ready, all eyes are on you, as this is your discipline. This is what you've trained for. This is your skill set right here. You come around the corner, you point your crossbow at the leathery wings of the dragon. You find the most precise point. Star,
I'm rolling.
I'm gonna
How does this work if it's a sneak attack?
I'm gonna actually let's roll initiative. Let's get initiative going, and then we're gonna deal with how the order of things as Star will be firing first. So let's just roll initiative to begin. And then we'll get to the brass tacks of what happens next. Okay, this is for... Oh boy, you rolled pretty good. Pen, thank you. Good job. Jamina rolls. Damn, man, I'm rolling real good today.
Don't say that.
No, it's a good thing because your teammates are rolling really good. Okay. 25 to 20.
25.
Uh, 20 to 15.
18.
16.
And Erebir, what did you get?
9.
9 with a gift of alacrity?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Because you guys are sort of letting Star take the first shot per being the assassin of the group, I'm gonna let you go first, Star, but we will skip your first turn in initiative to compensate that. So you're just gonna temporarily be the first in initiative for this round.
All right.
Okay,
And
so Star.
roll it for advantage.
Yes, so Star, as no combat has begun, you line up your shot very delicately, very carefully from stealth. Roll me an attack roll at advantage and see if you hit.
Let's see. Oh god,
This
thank
is,
God it's advantage. 19 plus 9.
28.
Your attack strikes true.
Yay.
You will hit. This is considered an auto crit. Go ahead and roll sneak attack, crossbow, put a crit on top of it.
Okay, hang on. How much do I
The crit's a little tricky, so just roll me the sneak attack and the crossbow first, and we'll deal with the crit in a second.
Okay. Says there are 5d6s. Oh god.
Got it, 5d6.
I need a calculator.
So that's 30 damage on the crit to begin with.
Of course, I roll all the low numbers for the sneak attack thing, and then +1 for the crossbow. Plus, oh god, go back to the crossbow number, please. +5. Man, this sucked. 18 for crossbow and sneak attack.
Got it. And what was the damage dice that you used for your crossbow?
It was 8.
8. So that's going to be 26. That's going to be 56 points of damage. You fire, it pierces immediately straight through the leathery wing, and like nobody but Star knows that it striked dead on, like right between the scales, like maybe like right under the neck of the dragon through the wing. So Star basically took a blind shot through the wing and hit it right in the sensitive spot. So that was 56 damage out of the gate to the dragon.
Nice.
And as this happened, the wings unfold, and the dragon lets out this like Jurassic hissing scream, Tyrannosaurus-like, in anger and pain. But the ambush is still on. It is Ciella's turn. Ciella, you may attack.
All right, I'm gonna aim for that eyeball. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark,
All right.
and I'm gonna overdraw.
All right. Go
And
for
I get
it.
advantage because this is my first attack against my favorite enemy,
Right. And you're also stealthed.
and I'm also stealth.
How about Flying Thunder?
23.
23 will hit. Roll damage.
Base damage is 14 plus. $26 damage.
26 damage. Really
Oh, wait,
good. You
hang on.
fire.
And
Oh,
plus the
Jesus.
sorry, 26 plus 2, so 28.
What was the original number you told me?
26. Plus 2 for
Okay,
the
so 2
Hunter's
additional
Mark.
damage. Could you
Yeah.
turn down your mic sensitivity just a bit?
I'm sorry, I'll just put it farther away. Is that better?
Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Just yes, the occasional excitement is getting me. No
I'm
problem.
sorry.
No problem. No worries at all. Okay, your first shot from stealth fires. You find a nice spot between the armor, catch it. Blood seeps out. It roars in pain. Second shot.
Second shot, exact same thing, except without the Hunter's Mark, obviously, because I already cast that.
You'll also not be at advantage this time around. Or it's the first round you get advantage on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you still got advantage.
Okay. Great fishing. Nope, got a 17 plus 5 is 22.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. $24.
24 damage. Yeah, that'll
Yep.
do. Well done. Another
And I'm
great
gonna-
shot.
And I'm gonna duck around the corner. Protect myself against
Okay,
any breath weapon.
like that, like behind Shroud.
Right in the corner there, yeah.
All right, you sort of duck around behind Star. Fantastic. The dragon is gonna take its legendary action because ow. Majorly the reason why. The dragon just flaps its wings really hard against the top of the cavern. It sends out a huge gust of wind that almost knocks some of you off of your feet, but you stay strong. And it's going to move like, how far are we moving here? It lands on the ground and rights itself and turns around and like roars and screeches at all of you. That'll bring us to Gemna's turn, who is not leaving stealth or attacking because fuck this, and is going to what you gonna do? What you gonna do? She's gonna cunning action dash. She's gonna very carefully descend at the side. So she's got, that was 10. She'll get to about here. She cutting action dashes for another 20, which will put her on the ground. And she'll happily tuck. Actually, this is really dumb. I don't know why in the fucking world would she do this. I take it all back because she's not... I don't know why she would run in. Fuck. I think she's just like, okay, and goes goes this way, in all honesty. And is going to, yeah, just do that. I think she'll take a little dash down that corridor. Nah, she won't go that far. But she will chill there. She doesn't, that's fine for her. Little melee gnome.
So does the whole party know that that's there?
What's, the cave entrance?
We already investigated the cave.
The hole that Jamna went down? Anyone who was... I'm gonna say no. Jamna knows of it because she investigated the cave while you guys were coming in here. That was, like, you guys all did your little things. That's one thing she did. She looked around. And she's in stealth right now, so you guys can't track her, so I'd say no. So she's just went around there, so I'd say no, is the answer to that. Lyregoth is probably not going to go charging down the adult white dragon by herself. I'll tell you what, though, Aravir, on the way out, she's going to bonus action use the help action on you, so you'll have advantage on your next skill check, whatever that may be. And again, Lyregoth, I don't see Lyregoth charging in. I think Lyregoth's going to just sort of slink probably this way, too. Just back up a little bit and prep a acid breath. Star's already taken a turn. Shroud, what do you do?
Oh. Ooh. The dragon's on the ground now, right?
At the back of the cave, yeah.
I'm not certain I want to, like, go in there.
What do you mean? You don't want to dive in 1v1 a dragon? With a firing line behind you? Isn't that your MO?
At the same time, I feel like I'm trying to, like, just not betray, like, what I think my character would in fact do.
No, no, fair, dude. Do you, man. Do you.
I feel like this is like, with the, you said, like, the sword. It feels like very much like a Craven's Edge, right? With Grog.
Yeah, it is very much like a Craven. I think Craven's Edge was, like, it was like a hungry blade. This one isn't hungry. This one just, like, likes... It's cruel. It's like a black dragon. It's very cruel. It's full of malice.
All right then. What's the worst that can happen? We don't have a healer.
Why would you say that?
Right.
It's one thing to run in blindly with a melee weapon against a dragon. It's another to run in blindly with a melee weapon against a dragon and say what could go wrong.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. Sure. I feel like Shroud would do that.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay. That'll be 15 right here. As you approach the edge, the dragon does, despite your stealth, the dragon does look at you. You get the sense that it may have used some of its legendary ability to try and detect the people around the room, and has indeed detected you. So you get to here. You have, I think, about 5 more feet left.
What happens if can I jump down?
You can. It's a little bit of a fall. You can try.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
So, okay, you super fucking cool. Go for like the fucking Iron Man landing. Roll me an athletics or acrobatics check to stick the landing.
It's gonna be athletics.
Okay.
That's 16 plus 9.
25.
So, yeah, 25.
25 is exactly the DC. Somehow,
Nice.
somehow Shroud, in the coolest fucking way possible, black, tattered, blood-stained, Or it's not. You don't have that anymore, right? You guys got better threads. So you
Yeah,
got like
red. Yeah, it's a red.
yeah, you got like a super cool. Your red cloak sort of billows through the air as you descend, hit the ground, crack the ice under your feet. Your knee hits the ground hard. You don't have real knees, so it doesn't hurt that much. And you land and stick the landing. You don't fall prone or take damage.
Oh, awesome. And then
And you have the black greatsword in your hand at the side, and it's like, yes.
And then can I use again? Can I dash?
If you want to action dash right up to it, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, you are a wild one, my friend.
I
Jeez
mean,
Louise.
You go running at it. I need to double check because I believe it's a little icy here. Okay, apparently not. Sorry. Yeah, I guess not. It beeped at me, so. You go running up over top of the. I think it's like cragged enough. It's not sleet, so it's cragged enough that it isn't going to be considered like icy terrain for you. And you go charging right into the melee of this dragon. And to be clear, this is a fucking like 20-foot tall dragon. So as you're like running in, the dragon's just like. As you're like running at it, just sort of like look. It just sort of like looks down at you. Is there anything else?
and then I'm gonna rage. I can't do that because I dashed, so nothing. Right?
You can. It's a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, then I'm gonna rage.
You get to the top of the ice. You the metal dents as you let out, and your sort of bone teeth sort of. You let out this horrible, like metallic scream up at the dragon. That's the dragon's turn. It's an ambush. The dragon doesn't get its turn. It does have its reactions now, and its legendary actions are recharged. Eredavir, it is your turn once again. Or, oh no, it's your first turn of the surprise round. What do you do?
A bonus action blade song.
All right, go into the blade song. What next?
Climb down the cliff.
It is difficult to. It is half movement to climb down the terrain if you want to do that.
I'll go to the edge.
Okay, we'll call that 20 feet.
Wait, so did I see either Largoth or the other one go run away?
I think you saw Lyragoth back up. Yeah, I think Jamna's right in front of you. I'll say Jamna sort of like went around you and what's your passive perception? I mean, I don't know. That's a stupid question. She rolled like a 39 on her stealth, so no, you don't know where Jamna went. You know where Lyragoth? You saw Lyragoth just sort of back up, whereas Jamna just vanished.
Never mind. I don't want to move forward, but I'm gonna cast Fireball, a 5th level.
I knew it.
Shroud's right there.
That's okay.
Further in the back that it doesn't hit Shroud, yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. You send the fireball into the back of the cavern. It's going to go off and hit the dragon exclusively. Go ahead and roll damage. It rolls a 15.
Oh, that's a failure.
It'll use a legendary resistance to succeed.
Oh, that's right. Silvery barbs.
What's the range of silvery? Well, legendary resistance is an auto success. It's not a reroll.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, she already failed. She's just succeeding instead.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to use my movement to go back to Largoth.
Well, let's do the fireball first. Let's do the damage for fireball.
Well, it doesn't matter because he saved, right?
No, she
It's
took
half
half
damage.
Oh, okay. That was a lot of ones. 22. So 11.
22 reduced to 11 damage. It curls its wings and manages to reduce the impact greatly.
Okay, now I'd like to move back to Largoth.
Got it. Like so?
Yeah, that's good.
Alright.
And then
Okay.
I'll say encouraging words again.
Yeah. I will say on this one, Eravir, the backup was more tactical than like cowering.
Okay.
Like, I mean, technically it wasn't courage, but you know, you just got that Lyregoth didn't want to be the first one in and was like, okay, maybe I'll back up and if it comes to me. So this isn't this. You look at Lyregoth, it doesn't look like Lyregoth's turning tail and running. Is all I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
But you can still, yeah, absolutely, go for it.
yeah. I guess I'll go back anyway. Do I see that entrance now at this point?
I'll say yeah. Due to proximity, you see the entrance,
And
and you catch Jamna just sort of like around the corner.
Okay. And I move the remaining 20 feet through there.
Okay. Sure, you get to there.
Because I could see that entrance. I'm doing this based on like being able to see that entrance.
Sorry, I can't hear you very well.
I said I'm doing this because I can see the entrance from the treasure hoard room, right?
Yeah, no, you were standing here. You saw that there is like more cave in that direction. You see this hole over there. It could lead there. It could not. You do not know.
That's my turn.
Okay, fantastic. That'll bring us to Ciella's turn.
Okay.
What do you do?
Overdraw, aim for the eyes.
Right. Well, so I just want to be clear, Ciela. There would be specific abilities that let you aim for the eyes, as you put
But
it.
like, if I get a crit, then it'll be the eyes, essentially.
Okay, you can say that, absolutely, but you're not going to have any possibility of blinding the dragon because it's a little too fine a shot, especially on a like battle masters can be very specific about that, like trips and such like that. But you're a ranger; it's not really your skill set.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, you can aim for the eyes, but you're not going to blind the dragon.
Fair enough. I'll still aim for the eyes because she doesn't know that.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a nat 20.
All right, fantastic.
All right. So, max
just so you know,
damage.
it was 20 feet to get to the dragon. Just so you know.
Okay.
So roll it normally, and then we'll add the max roll possible.
Okay. The max is a D8
Okay,
and a D6.
got it.
Okay. So that makes 24.
24 plus the 14 is
Oh, plus
38.
the 10. Plus the 10.
So that's going to be 40.
Oh, no, sorry, I was right. Sorry, I was right.
Okay, sorry, I really need you to stop yelling into the I'm sorry. Could you turn down your input a little bit?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Sorry, I just keep getting
Yeah.
a little deaf in here.
It was 24. It was 24.
My headset just died for some reason. So what's the grand total? Yellow?
It's like,
Oh, hang on. Let me do this first. It's my sound. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, one more time. Very sorry.
is that
What was the
better?
damage?
Is that better for the volume?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, 24.
24 total damage. Okay.
Yes.
Understood. You fire this one and it hits very true. Again, somewhere right between the scales, like some impossible shot right through them. Shoots it right in the neck and it growls again in anger, bleeding out the neck and out the face. Anything else?
Same thing. Another shot.
Yeah, go ahead.
18 plus 5 is 23.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. $23.
23 additional damage. Understood.
Yep.
It is bloodied, for sure bloodied. And as your arrows sink in, it is very angry having been caught off guard like this. Probably hasn't happened in a very long time. Is there anything else?
I'm going to use my 10 feet to just back off.
Okay, no problem, like so.
Yeah.
Got it. That'll bring us to Jamna, who hears all the
Really quiet for us.
Who is? Sorry?
You did. You got quiet.
Oh, it's because I'm using my... Hang on, let me fix it.
Oh, that's better.
Array until...
I think it's already better.
Alright, how's that? Is that better?
Oh, way better.
Cool. Yeah, it's just this has a mic too, so. Okay, cool. Gemna, what's she gonna do? Gemna. Actually, I think the dragon's gonna take a legendary action first. Shroud, my friendly friend. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw at advantage because of danger sense. If you have that.
I don't.
It's level 2 barbarian. Okay, so just a flat dexterity
not
saving
yet.
throw.
Yeah, not yet. All right. That is 17.
17. The
Yes.
dragon beats its mighty wings again, but this time you're in point blank and you are thrown off of your feet.
Of course.
You are going to be knocked prone, but luckily you're raging, so you're going to take...
Half or whatever.
As you're knocked off, half of whatever. It's going to be... It's going to be 14 reduced to 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And the dragon is going to move about here. Gemna is going to... I guess it would be here. And then I think... she'll move to here, and she's going to perform a helpful action, and she's going to give it to... Oh, it's just going to be a flat helpful action. So she's going to do a helpful action, which means that the next attack on the dragon is going to have advantage. And that's all she's going to do, is she took the dash action. And I got to check something here. Man. Wait, I didn't do that right. Yeah, we're not getting away with that. We're not getting away with that. Okay, that's going to bring us to Lyragoth's turn, who is going to fly forward to here. It's still too far, probably. She's just a little one. It's not gonna make it. She'll take the dash action, and she'll fly sort of around the back of the cavern to sort of like get an angle on the dragon and get to about here. That'll be Lyragoth's turn. But legendary action, as she's sort of flying around the back, just preparing an acid breath, she is probably going to collide with a massive dragon tail on legendary action. Ugh, that's a natural 20.
Oh no.
Yeah, ouch. It's going to be 6, 12, 13. It's going to be... 31 points of damage.
Oh, 31.
So she's still up, but very, very hurt. This one, she was bashed hard into like the tail comes around, bashes her hard up against the stone, and grinds her dragon scales across the side of the cavern. And she manages to flutter out, but her wings are partially ripped. She's bleeding profusely. She's barely hanging on. That's gonna. What was that?
I'm just saying, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, didn't you say Lyregoth was too scared to just fly right in?
Well, with Shroud running in and everybody doing so well, she then flew in because she couldn't reach with the breath, so she had a dash action. That was the only other option. You mustered her courage. That'll bring us to Star's turn. Star, it is your go. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm guessing I'm not in stealth anymore after I shot the arrow.
That is quite right. You are most certainly visible.
All right.
I will say, man, if you want to do some cool jumping off the edge and like stabbing the dragon on the chest bullshit, I mean, could be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool. I'm just wondering, can I roll a really nice 20?
Maybe. There's only one way to find out. You got that poison dagger chilling there.
I know, that is such a good dagger. All right. Because everyone else is already braved out there, and if we're all gonna die, we're gonna all die and just get
And
up.
here's the deal, Star. Keep in mind, Jamna is given advantage to the next attack. So if you jump in there with your poison dagger, you'll get the poison dagger damage, and you'll get your sneak attack, and you'll have advantage if you hit.
Okay.
Or you can use your crossbow and keep it safe. It's up to you, of course.
No, I'm gonna try and see if we can get a bit more hurt, and also I got a dagger.
Fuck yeah, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
I said, Star's like, look, if we're gonna all die, we're just gonna die. we're gonna do this.
If we're gonna die, we're
Might
gonna
as
die
well
as
die in
family.
style.
Come on, family. Let's die in style. Okay, Star, you pull a full Gomorrah. You throw down your crossbow. I'll let you put away your crossbow. You didn't use a free action last turn. You free action, put it away from last turn. Draw your dagger. You're gonna run to the edge and sort of jump and try and do like a jumping attack, Gomorrah style.
Yes,
Fuck yeah, I love to see that shit.
All right, so what do I gotta roll?
You run in, you jump through the air. What is your strength score? The big number?
Strength is 11.
Ooh, that's gonna get you there. I want you to roll me an athletics or acrobatic. It's an athletics check. This is about get extra push.
Acrobatics is actually my higher number.
I know, but this is about push. This is about strength. This is about force. This isn't about balance.
Oh.
So make me an athletics check to see if you can just get like a couple extra feet to get to the dragon.
Okay, come on, please roll a good number because I have 0 on that. I got a 10.
Okay. It's very close. It just gives you that last little, like, 4 feet of push as you push off and spring off with all of your feline strength that you don't have. And you go flying in with the dagger. Jamna distracted the dragon, so it's not really paying attention. Make me an attack at advantage with your dagger.
All right, let's go. Please roll something good. All right, 20. Not dirty 20. Sorry.
No problem. Dirty 20 will hit. Roll me. Okay, first things first. Give me the sneak attack, give me the dagger damage. We'll deal with the cool poison shit in a second.
All right, so sneak attack. Oh god, there's so many numbers. Let me break this down. 5 plus 5.
Vengeance is coming for y'all on this next turn, just saying.
1, 2, 3. So sneak attack is 16.
Okay.
We go plus with that's a D4. Okay, D4. Give me something nice. Oh, of course you give me a 1. Plus 1 on that, plus the 6 damage that comes with it. So up to that is 23 damage.
Okay, last but not least, I need to
poison
roll.
damage too, because she already did
Yep,
poison. Okay.
I'm getting to that.
I didn't do the poison part.
Yeah, so let's take care of that. So open up your dagger again. I need to roll a con save.
Okay, D20 then.
No, not you, not you. I'm asking you, do I need to roll a con save for your dagger's poison venom stuff?
Yeah, hang on. You can do an action. Poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature. This creature must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
DC 15 con save. Let's check it out. See how it goes. It rolls a natural 1 for a 12. But I'm going to use a legendary resistance and save instead.
God damn it!
It's true, that's right. So does it get anything for a save? Is it like half damage or is it just a save or suck?
Continuing from that, saving throw or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute. The dagger can't be used this way again until the next morning. So
yeah, it said save or take all of these effects. So yes, as the dagger sinks in, you do ridiculous damage. Your dagger sinks into it, the poison goes into its veins, and you just sort of like, you know when you see in the movies where they like take their dagger to try and stop themselves from falling down like the sail, the canvas on the pirate ship? That's basically what you do. You stab into it and just sort of like the blade carves down its chest and it roars in pain. The poison won't do anything, but boy, did you do some damage. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a special option here. I don't usually give to people, but I'm going to rule of cool it. You've got your dagger planted in its chest. I'll give you one of two options. You can continue to like slash down its chest and fall to the ground and sort of like get away from the dragon with a fall without opportunity attack, or I'll let you do a one-time offer bonus action attempt to grapple and remain like grappled onto the dragon.
I don't know if that's a safe option, but start like fun and being stupid. He's gonna try to grapple. That sounds really fun.
All right, make me for this specialized check. I will allow acrobatics. So make me an athletics or acrobatics check to remain held on to the dragon because you have claws too. You have to climb too. So I'll give it to you.
So 9 plus 9 is 18.
You will succeed. You beat the dragon's check. And you are firmly cat claw locked on, dagger in chest, right into the breast of this dragon. And you're like, yeah, I did it. Wait, why did I do this? And is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Can I use my other dagger and do this?
Because you used your bonus action to grapple, I'm going to say that you're...
No.
Yeah,
Then
so that's
I'm just going to wait and be like, shit.
You're like, I did it! Ah! Incredible. Shroud, you're on your back. There is a cat in a tree. There is a lizard on the wall. What do you do?
Can I get up?
You certainly can stand up. 15 feet gets you on your feet.
Okay, and then can I use the rest of my 15 feet to go after the dragon again?
Yes, 15 feet gets you directly under the dragon, but it is currently 15 feet in the air.
God damn it.
So you would need, like, if it was only 10 feet, I'd let you get the jump and attack, but it's 15. It's a little high. Is there any, what do you got? You got any special?
I don't. I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
Doesn't Shroud have a crossbow?
Yeah, but that involves like switching a bunch of shit
Yeah,
out.
that's true.
I'll because you didn't do it on your last turn, I'll allow you to like put the sword away, draw the crossbow, just like I did Star, if you want.
Yeah, I guess my concern is then switching it back again,
You
right?
could drop it.
Yeah, if you wanted to switch again on the next turn, you'd have to drop the crossbow, but you could draw Harazon.
Can I just hold my action, I guess?
You certainly can hold your
honestly,
action.
I have a crossbow, but that's not going to do shit. Yeah, I'm just going to hold an attack.
Understood. Hold an attack. Okay. It's the dragon's turn.
I'm going to get one shot.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You ready? Ready to party?
That doesn't look very good.
This is why we came, right? This is why we play. This is why we do the game.
Yeah, so we game games.
This is why you all wanted to play Tyranny of Dragon, right? You want that dragon breath. All right, how can I get the maximum number of kills with one shot? Damn, you're all really spread out. That's not cool of you. Be cooler if you all just let me do what I want.
God no.
Okay, so I could get Jamna and I could get Ciela. I can do better than that. I can't get Star because Star's like clung to the chest, so Star's out of the question.
Hey, you leave me alone.
Shroud's not really a problem down there. You're all the way over there. I think, and I can't really get into a position, but I'm not going to hit the dragon. All right, I think we're actually surprisingly going to forego the breath weapon because we're just not hitting enough people with it. It doesn't make sense. So instead, the dragon billows the most ferocious roar of pain and violent fucking anger you have ever heard. I need everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw. Every single person in the cave. Dragon fear.
All right, that's promising.
Jamna fails. Lyragoth succeeds. Let me know what you got.
I got 21.
Safe.
Error of your fails with a 8.
You are frightened. Star?
18.
You are fine. Shroud?
17.
You are fine. So Eravir and Jamna are frightened of the dragon at this time. You will... and that's all there is to it. It's the frightened condition. You cannot get closer, and as long as it's in your line of sight, you will have disadvantage on your stuff, on everything. I think it's attack rolls and ability checks. I can double check if you want. So that's the first part of its turn. The second part is going to be... what are we going to do? I think we're going to stay on the roof a little bit. We got this fucking cat who just stabbed me in the chest. Fuck that. And that silly little dragon off the side. I don't think it's really worried about the tiny dragon, but it is worried about the very mean cat. So I think we're going to start opening you up, Star. We're going to do surgery on your ass. It can't bite you because you're right there, but it can like claw at you. So it's going to do 2 claw attacks on you. Okay, the first one is 30 to hit, and the second one is 28 to hit.
Yeah, they both hit.
Please don't hit. 30. Okay, first attack's damage is going to be 14 slashing, and the second one is going to be 18 slashing.
Okay, hang on. 14 damage, 18 damage.
I start slashing at you.
God damn it.
God damn it. And I think the last one is going to be... Because it can't bite Star because it's like under the neck. It can't crane down to bite you. I think it's going to swoop on you, Shroud, and is going to take a bite on you. So it's going to swoop down 5 feet, and with its 10-foot range, it's going to bite at you. I think it's not going to hit, surprisingly. That's going to be a 15.
Nope.
You bring your... oh, you don't have a shield. You bring your blade up, and it snaps at you, but it's very much like log in like the wolf's tooth with the blade. You bring it up top, and it tries to snap at you, and it's like right in your face, but you got the blade sort of holding it back.
I was gonna say, is there any way, like, I don't say like that I can use riposte just because like it has brought its face down? Is there any way for me to like use a superiority die and use riposte to try and like then swing around and hit it in the face because it like brought its face towards me?
I will allow it per rule of cool because its face is right there to hurt you, so I'll allow it.
All right, so I'm gonna try and swing on it.
All right.
And
Go
that's
for
an 11 plus 11 to hit, so 22.
22 does hit. Roll damage.
All right, so that is, let's see here. 5, 11, 17, 18, 20 points of slashing damage.
Youch! It regrets immediately everything that it just did. It roars very angrily at that, and it's going to, I think, be done with this, and it does...
Oh, does
No?
it take any other of the other damage with the sword?
That is
I
what it
bel-
is. It was 2d6 plus 7 is what the sword does.
Yep. So that's applied.
Oh, okay.
I think the dragon's well and truly done with this bullshit. It's very bloodied at this point. It flies down and lands, and starts to move slowly, but starts like crawling through the cave. But it is very condensed, so it's slow moving. But it is. It looks like it's quite done with the fight here. It got ambushed and it got really goddamn hurt about it. So that's where the dragon's at right now.
Does that not prompt an opportunity attack from anybody since it like turned and ran from us all?
So it was 10 feet from you, and you already used your reaction. Star is
Okay.
on its chest, which you can let go of at any time if you want, Star, just so you know.
I'm totally letting go. I'm not going with it.
All right, at that point, you're like, okay, bye, and you just drop off here, land there, and I'll say Star, you can get an opportunity if you want, because you could have you would have dropped at like its choke point basically, and as it exited, you could have like swiped at it if you want.
Yeah, you know what? Let's give it one more stabby, just to be like, just desserts.
A
Fair
fucking
enough.
Stab.
Yep, it'll be a little D4, but it might help.
Yeah. So, I'm using the poison dagger. Am I allowed to use the poison dagger?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, it's the only thing you can use because you're wielding it.
All right. 6 plus 10 is 16. Does that hit?
16 does not hit. You try and slash it, and for the first time, its supposedly high armor class meets out, and it bounces off the hard dragon scales.
Damn. That's okay. At least Star falls down and he's tried.
It gets to here, it sort of turns around, starts like, sort of like backing up down the tight tunnel where it certainly cannot fly. It would have gone wide around Lyragoth, so that is going to be that. Eravir, you are terrified in your bones of this dragon. What do you do?
Can I go down that hallway or no?
Well, let me ask you this. Would Eravir believe going down that hallway will bring her closer to the dragon?
Well, I don't.
Because it's not about sight. It's about, like, you're scared in your head. It's not like strictly mechanical, you know? So it's up to you. Does Eravir believe that going down that hall will bring it further or closer to the dragon?
Can I see the hall? Which direction it goes?
Goes down.
It kind of veers to the right, so I'd say she thinks it would take it further away.
Can I ask the purpose of going down this hallway?
But that's what I wanted to do the turn before, because I think...
Well, I mean, what is Eravir's purpose in going down this hallway? Is she trying to run away from the battle? Or is she trying to ambush the dragon?
No, she'd be trying to not move closer, but get a better angle on the dragon, because she can't move closer.
Right. So she thinks she's getting... So you think that going down this hallway is going to get you into the fight more, yes?
Not into the fight more, but a better visual on the dragon, yeah.
Okay.
She can't get closer, right?
Sure. So if that's the case, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. You make your way down 40 feet, you got?
We're at 50 right now.
Yeah, 50. Good job. So you get to about there. May I ask how you have the 50? You've got the extra 10 from the Blade Song.
And 10 from the kinetic jump.
That's right, thank you. So you run down the hallway. Your heart's beating in your chest. Is there anything else?
What can I see at this point? Nothing?
You do hear the dragon roaring down. I would say, like, as you come to the end of your speed, you do hear the dragon roaring down the hallway. You do get the sense that this is indeed now... At this point, you're like, okay, yeah, the dragon... This is bringing me closer to the dragon. Like, you're very certain of that at this point.
Okay. So I
Like, you think it... Because remember, the original reason why you were coming down this hall is because you thought it intersected with that tunnel, right?
Yeah.
So now you're like, okay, this definitely intersects. The dragon's probably going to be right there.
So now I know that the dragon's like right in the corner.
Yeah, because you can hear the sound that gives you a sense of proximity, and it is loud. So you get the sense it's probably just around the corner.
Well then, I'm gonna action dash away.
Okay, fantastic. You're like, okay, never mind. And you action dash back to the top?
Behind the... I don't want to jump behind the entrance.
Got it. So that will get you right there. That's the max distance you can get, right there.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I will give you inspiration. Thank you for playing your character per its fear authentically. Yeah, and I also want to give one to you too, Star, because you fucking jumped on a dragon. That's pretty cool.
It was successful. That's what I'm scared of.
Fantastic. Is there anything else, Eravir, you would like to do with your turn?
Yeah, I've got a bonus action left, so I'm gonna... And I know I'll lose a spell slot if I don't use it, but I'm gonna hold a fireball.
Fair enough. You prep the fireball in your hand, you hold the verbal component on the end of your tongue, and hope that it will be helpful when the time comes. If that is the end of your turn, you may make me another wisdom saving throw to try and end the frighten on yourself.
Oh, I crit with a 26.
In this moment, you conjure the flame in your hand. You remind yourself that you are powerful, you are strong, you are Eravir of the Misty Forest, and you are no longer frightened. All right, fantastic. Ciela, what do you do? You're muted.
I run to the edge and take some pot shots.
All right.
I'm gonna overdraw.
Okay, 30 feet, overdraw. The dragon's right there. Go for it.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Roll some damage. Good job.
So 18 damage plus whatever else there is. 18 damage plus the D8, so it's 26 damage. Plus the D6 is another 12 damage.
Got it. So you fire another one down. It sinks like not into the eye, but like right on the ridge behind the eye, and it growls painfully as you sort of hit it where that brain would be. As you take another shot. Go for it.
Yep. Overdraw.
Overdraw.
Ooh, that is a 12 plus 7. 15 doesn't hit.
15 doesn't hit. Bounces off of the hard scales. All right, that's going to bring us to Jamna, who is like against the wall and is not having a good day. I think she just doesn't do anything this turn, frankly. She's a little melee rogue, and she's very scared. So I think she just is going to drop back into stealth if she can. That will do the job. She just drops into stealth there, has her little short sword in her hand.
And she gets a wisdom save.
We'll get her wisdom save at the end of her turn.
Yeah.
Remains quite terrified of the whole situation. Lyra Goth, who apparently will not be frightened and is angry at the whole scene, is going to spit some acid down on its right on its fucking head. So we're going to get a little closer. She's going to fly danger close fire 15 feet in to get that. Yeah, she gets within a 15. She gets right into the edge of the range, whatever that is here. Yeah, we'll say it's like right there. Acid down on top of it, makes a dexterity saving throw. It'll succeed. Lyra Goth does 11 reduced to 5 acid damage, and then retreats. About 40 feet back. That'll be Lyra Goth. Okay, legendary action. Star. The dragon sort of like careens forward and his tail lashes over top of it like a scorpion and is going to try a tail attack on you. That is going to be big kahuna attack. That's going to be 27 to hit.
I am going to do cunning dodge.
Got it. Okay, so that would have been 13 damage, which will be reduced to 6.
All right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't miss that.
Fair enough. That will bring us to the very mean and very melee possible Shroud right now. What do you do?
I'm gonna go after the dragon.
I'm gonna get it. So 30 feet gets you right there. You charge in. Anything else?
Can I dash up to it?
Action dash, absolutely. You run right up to it with 20 more feet.
And I think that's about it because I can't.
Action surge?
Yeah, at this point, probably. Yeah, let's just action surge and try and, because you said it's pretty hurt, right?
It's pretty hurt. It wants to leave. Like, that's why it's here right now.
Okay, yeah, then I'll action surge and go after it.
You and you get a little extra power surge as you go in for the double attack.
And that is 16 to hit plus 11, so that's something stupid to hit.
That will
27.
stupidly hit. Yeah, that'll absolutely hit.
All right, let's see here. Look at the different dice here. Let's see here. That is 5.
Is Shroud going to just kill every boss? Is that how this campaign's going to go?
That's 19 points of slashing damage.
19 slashing damage as you rip through it. It roars painfully. It is very, very hurt. It stumbles as you slash across its breast and more blood flows forth. Second attack?
Yeah. Yeah. And that is 11 plus 11, so 22 to hit.
22 will hit. Roll me some damage.
All right, so that's... Ooh, 6. 5 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 20 points of slashing damage.
20 points of slashing damage. A painful, painful blow. It roars angrily. It stumbles. It's hurt. It's hurt menaced, but it is still alive. Is there anything else? I believe that is it, unless you have a bonus action.
Let's see here.
Or you want to fall back.
I don't want to fall back. I don't... I think that's gonna have to be it because I have like some things in my inventory that I could like use, but I think that would like be cheating the action economy. So
Got it.
I'm gonna skip that.
All right. The dragon is going to use its last legendary actions to do a wing attack. I believe that's going to be just you, Shroud. I need another dex save.
Okay. Let's go. 15 plus 2, 17.
17. Once more, you are knocked onto your back. You are going to take, because you're raging, 9 reduced to 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And the dragon's going to do one last beat of the wings to push itself back into the cave. It's got it's going to push back 40 feet into the cave.
Oh.
Now, as it pushes back 40 feet into the cave,
It gets stuck.
not far off, it's going to be its turn, actually. So as it gets to the mouth of the cave, it's going to send a little goodbye present. I got to do a breath weapon before it dies. All right, that's very clearly only going to hit Shroud and Star. So Shroud, Star, I need con saves from you two, please.
That's a nat 20 plus 9, so 29.
All right, that's a save. That's an easy save.
That one's a 19 for me.
That will also... Oh, these are con saves. Sorry, these are cons. If that's what I said. Did I say con save or dex
con
save?
saving throw.
Yes.
Okay, then you so both save. Excellent.
Yeah. 8.
So that's going to be 41 cold damage reduced to 20 cold damage for the two of you.
Okay.
Damn it.
Breeze this weather, you Shroud managed to get your shield in front of you to block yourself to some degree. You sort or like, you know, Achilles with the shield on the back, you sort of just like flip over and defend yourself that way. Star, you just flatten yourself to the ground as low as you can, and the rime frosts your backs. And the dragon is going to use this opportunity. It cannot run, it cannot fly any longer, but it is going to run for freedom. It goes stomping through the cave, but in this moment, Aravir, your moment.
Yes! Yes!
Cool. That's a 3rd level fire.
You send your fireball down. Roll
Yes.
dex save. That's going to be 13. It's going to fail. It'll use its last legendary resistance to save. Please roll me some fire damage.
Big money, come on.
Big money, no whammy.
We'll see. 20, so 14.
14, huh? Aravir, how would you like to slay the dragon?
Yes!
Oh my god. Well,
Wait, hold up. Super quick. Let me put on some super duper heroic music for you. I've got the perfect track. It's called Dragons Defeated. Okay, go. You're on. Action.
Well, I was terrified just a moment ago, and then I came back to my senses. So I think, like, as a reaction, almost I throw the. Well, it is a reaction, actually.
It is indeed.
So I instinctively throw this fireball down. Yeah. Anyway, that's
Okay.
all.
You have this moment of doubt. You're standing at the edge. You're breathing heavily. You conjure the fire into your hand, almost reactionary, like combat reaction. This is what you're going to do. You sort of breathe. You think to yourself. You remind yourself that you are not weak, that you are strong. You are a powerful wizard. And you loose the fireball down the hall. As the glint of white comes down the hall, you see the dragon's head turn in time to see you. It curls its wing to try and protect itself. The flame hits the side of it. Huge explosion. The dragon screams in pain, and as it was running down the hall, it kind of gets hit and hits the side of the wall, down a couple of rocks down the side of the hall, slams hard corpse onto the ground as you hit it with that explosion, and the dragon stops moving. It lays dead in the hall. Aravir, you are a dragon slayer.
Oh, cool.
Is that what Aravir says? She goes, "Oh, cool," as you take it down. She's totally alone, so she has a little nerd moment, and it's great. With that, Aravir, the dragon, this is how close the dragon was to getting away. That was it right there. And you just found that perfect opportunity. You sent the fireball and defeated the dragon before it could escape your grasp. With that great victory under your belt, you are truly now Dragon's Bane, as a dragon has fallen to you, a powerful one at that. Let's go ahead and take a break, and when we get back, we will see what happens next
Nice.
to them. Incredible. Recording progress. So, battle has ceased. The day is won. All of you hear this explosion down the hall. You see it breathe ice, blast back, and start charging. Before you guys can even, you know how it works, like when there's a large explosion in a small tunnel. Before Shroud and Star can start chasing after it, there's a fiery that almost hits you guys. You feel this wave of tremendous heat hit you, and you hear the dragon scream and fall dead. And for drama's sake, we'll say Shroud and Star you pursue. And as you come to the end of the tunnel, you see a steaming corpse that was once the dragon. Hold. Fuck. Hold. We're so close, guys. Hold. Which was once Glazel the Cloud Chaser. And you look up the passageway to see, perhaps stunned by her own valor in this moment, Aravir with similarly steaming fingertips. The dragon is slain.
Can I approach the corpse and inspect it to see if there's anything on it or anything worth noting?
Sure. Make me a nature check.
Because that's something I'm proficient in.
Damn,
Oh, it's a
I know
net
what
20.
Ciela wants to do.
bro. Yeah, you'll know. You good. Abso-fucking-lutely is the answer. Not on its person. Like it doesn't have any like
No
items.
pockets? No dragon
Doesn't have
pockets?
any. No, it doesn't have. No, dragons infamously don't get pockets on their pants.
Damn them.
Very infamously.
Typical.
Yeah, they have the same issue that a lot of ladies have out there.
A lot of women have, yeah. Exactly.
No. It's not wearing any clothes, no jewels or whatever. But as you scan it over, you've heard tell that dragon. Basically, the whole dragon is valuable. It's meat. You don't roll a nat 20 for a total of
20 even. I have a +0.
Got it. You know that its scales. You know that its sort of breath pouch in its throat. You know its horns, its bones, its teeth, its blood, its meat. Everything is of tremendous both monetary and possibly magical value. I will say, given our local diplomat, there's a very good chance that the giant will... I'll tell you what, throw me an insight check, Eravir. Muted.
26.
26. You coming from a very sort of diplomatic background, do you think that there's a very, very high chance that you would be allowed to claim the spoils, that is this kill that you have made? But it might be a little uncouth to take from this beast before consulting the master of the house, in a sort of diplomatic sense. But it would be very strange for him to say no. But it is still kind and diplomatic practice to ask first.
Okay. I will tell that to Shroud. Before we take anything, we should check in with our hosts.
Yeah, I was gonna call Lyragoth over.
Yeah, Lyragoth pretty much just like at the end of the combat sort of just like flutters down, lands down there. You sort of call Lyragoth. Lyragoth's just kind of stumbling and kind of like looks down, and its eyes sort of ching as it looks down through the ice and sees the like mountains and mountains and mountains of gold under the ice. And it is a little consumed. All right, you go to her.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast a 3rd level healing word on her.
Okay, go for it. Give me a little rolly roll. I would have got one of you if you didn't get that surprise round. I would have got one of you for sure.
10 plus 6, so 16.
16 healing. You place your hand on, you sort of approach Lyragoth, kind of, and then you just kind of touch some of the deep sort of, very much like someone took a person's face and just like ran it across the side of a moving bus. That's sort of like what the deal is here on the dragon's back. And it sort of heals back, not fully, but certainly enough that she's not on death's door, and certainly not as much that she's so bloodied. She kind of like looks at you and kind of like,
and she's like, "It's nothing. Don't worry. That's what we do as a team."
Sort of looks around, and it kind of just like gives you like a little nod, like she's starting to get it.
All right, and I'm just gonna check up on everybody else.
All right, I'm underway. Check on everybody else. Eravir, as you stand at the mouth of that cave, at least Gemna comes up to you and is like, "Holy shit, you killed a dragon! That was incredible! It like ran through and it was like, ah!" And you were like, you just threw your fire and there was a, I'm like, "I can't believe it!" And she's just like flipping out. She's totally flipping out on you.
Yeah. I suppose I did. Not without a lot of help, though.
Okay, but don't ever tell people that. Just say that you did it by yourself, because that's what you're supposed to do. Like, I get it, but don't tell people that, because that was all you. That was crazy. You killed a dragon. You're a dragon slayer. You are like Dragon's Bane now. You're like our leader now or something. I don't know. You get a bonus at the end of the year.
Well, from your pocket? I doubt it.
No, like the party fund.
The party.
There's a party fund, right? I've heard there's a party fund, right?
Oh, thanks, Gemma. Admittedly was quite scared in the moment.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I won't tell anybody about you if you don't tell anybody about me, all right?
Yeah, I might quite get it up this go around.
Right. At this point, Ciela and I think Lyragoth is just still with the. I gotta be honest, Lyragoth's a dragon. This is a mountain of gold. I don't think Lyragoth's moving.
Ciela's gonna do her thing.
I wish I could carry this somehow.
Scrooge McDuck moment.
Basically, what about Star and Shroud? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna limp a little bit because I am pretty hurt, but not like
Right.
yeah, I'm hurt. So I'm just gonna walk back up with everyone, and if I see Gemna, I'm just gonna be like, "Okay, you survived, I see, so that's good."
And you're fucking crazy. I saw that little stunt. How did it feel?
You know what? It was awesome. You know what? It was pretty damn awesome.
Hey, you just got a little like you got a little, and you're like, wait, what? And you like look down and there's like a straight up like dragon claw like deep scratch across your chest that's bleeding.
And I'm just like, yeah. Anyone got a spell? I feel a little dizzy.
I will throw a level 2 healing word at Star.
Woohoo! All right, fantastic.
On the ground anyway, just just to relieve himself.
9 hit points, Star.
9 hit points, okay.
Incredible. Jamna says, "Okay, so what are we gonna do about all that gold over there? I'm sure there's some sacks around here, Get some hair dryers out, thawed out,
Well,
what's a hair dryer?
What's a hairdryer?
No, never mind.
From the dragon,
Shroud's a hairdryer.
Right? Shroud starts doing like the metal, punch in the metal, or punching the. You said it's under ice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You got an ice pick, technically.
Yeah, I do. Take out the dragons, clean like fucking 7 dwarves.
Yeah. Because we could be pretty filled. I know this is like the wealth of like 100 towns looted or whatever, but like we could be living pretty good after this, What are we gonna do? Like a 5-way, 6-way split? What do we think?
Yeah.
Where are we gonna go?
We should return some of this to where it belongs, because that's why we started this journey in the first place.
That's why you started this journey in the first place. Do we have to
tag along? So you kind of have to go by the group rule.
Fine.
I know, Jen, that sucks. I know.
My next
but we'll probably get a tiny sum from whatever we can get from this dragon, if we're allowed to.
I'm gonna do my next adventure with greedy thieves and murderers.
On that insight check that I did, does that extend to the gold or is it just the throne?
The gold is the property of the Cult of the Dragon. It's certainly something you should take up with the Master of the House, but, if you were inclined to argue for it being returned to the people, you could go ahead and try and argue for that. Like, that's not something that you think he would take offense of out of hand, but, clearly it was meant for the Dragon Horde. He didn't have intentions upon it. Like, maybe he wants it now, but maybe not. That's something to be negotiated for, but you don't think it would be of immense offense or anything like that if you were to bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should leave this alone until we really secure our safety off the castle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys are going to head back up and speak to the Master of the House?
That's what I would like to do, but, I don't know what the rest of the party wants to do.
I'll go with you.
Star will try to chisel some coin out and just realizes and gives up and says like, "Yeah, I guess we'd better go talk to them."
It is pretty thick ice, and fair. It might take a minute to carve anything out of here, but yeah. Okay. As it sounds like there isn't any other ideas, you guys head up top. As you get upstairs, you do see the ogres are sort of like there's some blood splatter. Maybe there's some guts hanging off of their big clubs and stuff. While you were away doing your bloody work, they were away doing their bloody work. Perhaps there's a large amount of cleanup required in this castle. But you guys make your way back up to the tippy top. And there you find once more the master of the house, who looks at you, Erevier. Seems to disregard largely the rest of the party, seems to be very happy to negotiate with you instead. And he says, "So, you're alive, all of you."
Yes. And the dragon is dead. I forgot its name already.
That's it.
Cloud Chaser.
Glacial Cloud Chaser, yes. Because Glacial Cloud Chaser is defeated. Slain.
That's right. It almost escaped, but we managed to take him out.
Jamna's like, oh, okay, your big giantness, she's being way too modest. She like fireballed it at like the last second before it escaped. And like it almost killed Star, unsurprisingly. It took down Shroud, very surprisingly. And Every just came at the last second, like exploded it. It was incredible. And he just like stares at Jamna. And Jamna goes, yeah, sorry, I got a little adrenaline. I'm gonna sorry. And she just kind of like hides behind Lyregoth. Goes, so, looks down at you, Erevier. You slew the great dragon.
With some help, yes.
You understand, the slaying of a dragon is no small thing, especially one of its size. It has been alive, fighting and killing for hundreds of years, and you slew it.
I do agree it was no small feat. We almost lost a couple in our party, but we managed.
Then be proud, Princess Erevier. I call you not Princess Erevier. You are Erevier Escar, Ice Render, in my eyes, and the eyes of giant kind.
She'll kind of give him a big grin. She's trying to be humble as she was taught to be growing up. But she'll kind of give him a smile at that and say Ice Render out loud, like getting used to it.
And he speaks aloud to the many ogres and the other giant kind around, including 2 stone giants you've never met before. They're just about 2. And he says, let all here know, spread wide and far. The half-elf, Princess Erevier, is a scar amongst our people. Ice Render. And they all kind of... So the ogres all sort of like nod at each other, and you get the sense that your name will be spread near and far amongst giant kind.
So, might we return to the people and take claim of the dragon's body?
Make a persuasion check. 12. There's going to be 2 checks, so this is for the dragon. Mm-hmm. He looks at you, and he says, no. I will claim some of it. Erevier, Iskar, what armor do you wear?
I wear light.
then you will claim what is left when I am done with it. For you, I shall forge armor to ward away ice.
I don't wear armor. I'm naturally protected against such things, and she'll show her dragon scales.
Gotcha. Sort of, Very well. Then claim from the dragon what you will. Do with it what you will. But do not deny its magic. There is much that could be made from what is left of it. As for the gold, I have no need of such mortal wealth, such small folk currency. I shall return you all first to your civilization in the south. And then, if you still wish, princess, to go north and meet of my kind.
Yes, I do. I believe we all wish to form this alliance between the giants against the dragons.
Very well. He looks around and says, Ogres, clean this castle. The dragon is for the small folk. To which land would you go? I suspect your metropolis, Waterdeep, is where would you like to bring this wealth? I will say, you, as a reminder, you were told by, I'm gonna fuck up his name, Master Elithar, I believe? Master Elithar and Umthar Froom, that once you had completed your mission to meet them in Waterdeep.
Oh, then yes, sure. This is where we hope to go.
Great. Another fluid conversation completed. And he will sort of nod at you all and say, take comfort. It will be some days before we arrive, and I will not be flying into your city center, but close I will take you, before we venture north once more.
Hey, Erebir, see if maybe we can ask really nicely. Maybe we can possibly get a cart from the castle to bring the dragon with us.
Oh yeah.
And some of the gold.
Are we taking enough off of the dragon that we need a cart, or?
Well, we have the treasure too.
They don't really have carts around here.
Oh, okay.
But you could, like, the ogres are around to help out. Like, they're just sort of dummy, like, help do whatever you want. But that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna... Maybe for the gold, because those are mountains of gold. So that's gonna need to be transported for sure. And I'll say, like, the ogres will organize that. The sort of, you don't have to worry about that. The Lord of the Castle, whatever his name is, will organize that. But you guys can take care of the parts just fine.
Okay. Well, we can always get a wagon in Waterdeep as well.
Yeah, so that'll all be arranged. Yeah, that'll all be taken care of in Waterdeep. So, let's deal with the dragon. Who's carving it up? Make me a survival check. Or nature check, your choice.
18 plus 7, 25.
25. So the only thing that Shroud didn't catch was that the wings themselves could be of great value as well. So.
Okay, let me just add my notes here. Okay.
I am just gonna. I usually just tell you guys everything, but I think at this point I'm sick of it. I'm just gonna copy and paste all the information into the chat, and we'll do it that way.
Easier.
Makes everybody's lives a little easier, I think. Yeah. So I'm gonna go check and make sure. So it might just take a second because I gotta do some edits. Oops. Oh, shit. Oops. Don't read it!
Just a quick question, if I may.
Uh-huh.
All the stuff we got from the wormlings, if we keep it in the cave where Terrence is, would it last a little bit longer?
It will last pretty much indefinitely.
Okay, cool. That's what we'll do. With like the glands and the blood and all that.
Sweet. Sounds good. Oh, man. Sorry, I gotta do a lot of editing to the actual thing, but it's still gonna be easier in the end to just send this.
That's okay.
Just be another minute more. Okay, I think I did it. Double check everything. Almost. We're almost there. And okay, that's your loot. There it is. Facebook chat.
Facebook
It's a
chat,
bunch.
Okay.
I didn't post any possible magic items that could be created from it. You'll have to take some time to either figure that out or talk to an arcanist or get them assessed and such.
Okay, so he said it's gonna take a couple days. Can Ciela
I need to figure
take
that out.
at least one of the days to use some of that dragon wing to make some armor for herself and Star?
No, because you cannot make wing armor from wings. However, I'll tell you what. Per your survival check, you can make leather armor from the wings, but it's, how do I describe it? It's like receiving a gold ingot and making a toothbrush out of it. It's like,
Fair enough. Okay.
you know what I
She'll
mean?
use the. But what about the dragon wormling skins? She can use those.
I'll need a second to transfer over there and take a look at them, but I'm gonna hit one thing at a time.
Yeah.
And tell you how long it's gonna get to Waterdeep from where you are, really quick.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's see. You guys came from. Ooh, do I have a? Hang on, I gotta load up the map. Let me answer your question while I'm loading up some stuff here. Ciela, what was your question?
We have some wings from the black wormlings.
Yeah.
4 total wings. That could be used to make apparel with. Yes.
Leather from the wormlings.
Yes.
Okay, let me go take a look.
And the skins too. They have skins as well.
Dragon wormling skin. Yeah, the wormling skin can definitely make armor. And if you have someone with magical talent make it, they can probably make it with resistance as well.
Okay. Is there any way I can make it and then have someone do something magical to it after?
No, I would say not.
Okay.
It's very, yeah. But if you have someone around who's proficient with Arcana, they could work with you to do that.
Okay.
Aravir is.
Yay.
Hey, good
Awesome.
stuff.
How many suits can I make? Can I make one for just me or me and Star?
How many wormling skins do you have?
I have
You should have 2, right?
yes. And also
Then
4 wings.
Yeah, again, the wings is like, oh, well, the wings from the wormlings can be used. But it's only like a small amount.
Make boots with that.
Appeal and light armor. I think that's more meant for appeal. It says light armor, but I think the wings are more meant for appeal. So you could have those like incorporated into your like armor for aesthetic purposes,
Okay.
which will increase its value. But you can each get a suit of black studded leather armor if you wanted to.
I think Star might like that.
Yeah, I would like that.
The blood won't show on it.
He's gonna be more hidden. He's gonna be all black.
All right, let me see here. Sorry, I'm almost there. I'm just trying to figure out how long it's going to get for you guys to get the water, dude. Where did the picture go? I clicked on the picture and it didn't show up. Harnast, where are you? Dog Pass Trail, Great Peak Mountains. Here we are. River. Okay, whatever. We're gonna do it a little rough. Okay. All right. So the characters return to Waterdeep in the aftermath of adventure. The city adventure summon the first few council will all gather in the great. Doesn't tell you how fast the ship is either. That's awesome. Love to hear that. Okay, I'm gonna just ballpark it for myself. I'm gonna say it's gonna take you 2 weeks to get there. You are very, very far away from Waterdeep. So it'll be a 2-week journey, which is good. So you guys are gonna have 2 weeks of downtime around Skyreach Castle, to do various things. So, let's do that. And that is worth saying that while Terrence's body resides in the dragon's lair, it will be sort of under the effects of whatchamacallit. Basically, the body will be preserved. So, for the sake of like certain resurrection spells, it'll be preserved.
Okay.
Okay. You begin to travel. You got 2 weeks. We'll do some RP stuff. But let's get some stuff out of the way. So, you want to make armor?
Yes. One for me, one for Star.
Yay.
Okay, let's do that first. Let's get that out of the way. That's magic. I need magic items. So you guys will want studded, obviously.
Yep.
I'm wondering if it's going to be stronger than what I'm wearing already, because I have the armor of weightlessness, which I
Oh yeah, your armor's pretty cool. You got some cool spells on that.
Yeah, which I barely use, but again, damn it, I could have used it at that one point. Shit.
Okay, my question to you is: are either of you proficient with Arcana?
No.
No,
But
you will
Aravir
require.
is.
Aravir is. Aravir, do you wish to assist in the creation of the magic armor?
How much assistance is required?
Let's find out. Let's find out. And I will say, well, we're not going to talk about that yet. We got some time before that happens. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into all that. Okay, let's take a look. These are rare pieces of armor, by the way. So it will probably take some time. Okay. Magic item creation. Well, I don't like that. Let me go look at my other sheet to see if there's a better time. Yeah. The creation of one suit of armor is going to take, between the two of you working together, because they'll have the time, that will be 5 work weeks.
5.
So that's 25 days. So a long time.
Okay.
So, and keep in mind, you are going to Waterdeep, the City of Splendors. You can always bring your stuff to like craftsmen there and tell them to work on it, right?
Unless it goes bad, right?
Unless it goes bad, but you can keep it preserved in the icy caverns down below.
I think this is the wise choice.
Yeah. So it will. Yeah, it would take quite a bit of time to do that kind of armor. Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of that. As far as the wormling stuff goes, as far as the big dragon stuff goes, Aravir, do you want to roll me an Arcana check to see if you can figure out any other cool, possible magical itemy stuff you can make from the adult dragon parts?
22.
22. Very good. The answer is yes, by the way, to be clear, as we're getting into it. There is stuff you can do.
What can you make out of the blood with alchemist supplies?
I was just hopping on that. Let's see.
Or is it like come up with it yourself and see if it works?
Both. So with your check, you know that it takes quite a long time, but with adult dragon blood, it is possible to create a legendary potion. A potion that is meticulously hard to make, takes a very long time to make, but can produce a very, very powerful potion called the Potion of Dragon's Mastery. With it, you can use the liquid gold potion to basically embody and transform into a dragon for a limited time. But if you want to do something a little bit more simple, you can use, depending on what dragon, you can use them to make potions of resistance. So you can make potion of cold resistance from the white dragon. You make potions of acid resistance from the black dragon.
Can I do like a fire breath kind of situation, but with cold?
Yep, I would allow that too. I'm actually just going to go down the list of all of the possible potions here and tell you what you can make. But yes, potion of dragon's breath or potion of fire's breath with the correct element on it. Yes, absolutely. So I would say that's probably it. Yeah. So potion of fire breath, but the element of breath will be based on the blood that you're using. Potion of resistance, same thing, and then the potion of dragon mastery. Those would be the potions you could produce with this that you would just know off the top of your head. More creative stuff, we could always talk about that if you had any ideas.
Okay, because I've got a bunch of dragon's blood that I'd like to do something with.
Got it. Potions of resistance are only uncommon, so they could be produced pretty quickly. Because they're consumable, it'll be only half the time as a normal uncommon item, so they're very fast to make. And I think it's the same for the potion of fire breathing. And I thought about it. I'm gonna let you just like make potions with alchemist tools. It's fine. Because at that point, it's just a flavor of like, is it an oil or is it like something you're putting in a syringe? Who cares? It's fine. You can make potions with alchemy tools. I give up.
I thought you said that already.
Yeah, so maybe I'm just reiterating, but yeah, there you go. You're good.
I just can't make healing potions or something like that.
Yes, potions of healing are exclusive to herbalism, yeah. So those are available. Do you want to make any of those on your time on the ship?
Yeah, I'll do the ice breath one.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you how long it's going to take to make them. It's only going to take 2.5 days to make each potion. And you've got 14 days.
Okay. Can I get the stats on both of them and then decide?
Sure, no problem. Let's see. So potion of fire breath or ice breath, whatever. After drinking the potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. The target must make a DC 13 dex save or take 4d6 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. The effect ends after you've exhaled the fire 3 times or after an hour has passed. The potion is an orange liquid appearance. So that is the fire breath one. And the resistance, I think it's like you get it for an hour based on the resistance type, and that's it.
Okay. Can I use more blood to make the breath weapon more powerful? Like more blood and more time?
I would say it ups the rarity, and you'd probably have to use much more blood.
Okay.
And it would take twice as long, 2.5. It would take you 5 work weeks to do that at a rare item because if you split it in half, unless you had an ally to help you out, and then it could come down to 2.5 work weeks, I guess. Still would take a very long time, is the point.
Yeah. Okay. How much blood would it take?
To make the rare one, let's see. So they're worth 250 a pop. I would say like 4 vials.
Okay.
Take 4 vials if you wanted to produce the rare version, and it would take 5 work weeks to create.
Okay. And what would the new stats be?
I think I would up the DC and up the damage, and that would basically be it. But let me tell you what that is specifically. I think I would make it still within 30 feet. I would up the damage to... Let's just double it. We'll call it... We'll do a little more than double. No, we'll double it. Let's say 8d6 damage, and the DC rises to 15. So double damage plus 2 to the DC.
And that's a bonus action?
That's a bonus action, yeah. Well, it's an action to drink it. Well, you guys are probably going to level up soon. And so then it becomes a bonus action, and then it's a bonus action to do the shots.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide if it makes sense to use that or just use a fireball.
Well, it's a little bonus action, like little pop in there, which is nice. Honestly, I'd just suggest doing the uncommon version because you could just start pounding them, because you're going to run out of them, right? You're going to do all this work, and you're going to get like 3 shots, whereas you could possibly get cumulatively altogether, you could get like 12 shots, right? If you just stick with the uncommon version, right?
I'm gonna feed him to Lyragoth.
That's funny. That's very funny. So what would you like to do?
I want to make one of the good one. Wait, how much blood do I need for the Dragon Mastery one? Because I'm definitely doing that when I get the blood.
That's gonna take. I would say you probably. So I'm gonna just tell you off the bat, you don't have enough money or resources to make it.
Oh man.
Like you have enough materials, but a legendary potion, it's gonna be 50,000 gold to make. This is it's a potion, so it'd be 2,500 gold, which is so much better.
2,500 is very doable.
Yeah.
Did you mean 25,000?
Oh, 25,000. Yeah, sorry, I meant 25,000. 25,000 gold takes 50 work weeks because it's consumable. 25 work weeks. I would give it to you if you used all 7 vials of the white thing, but it's a huge project.
Yeah, that's insane. It takes 6 months.
Yeah.
But you'd get to turn into a dragon. Do you think I'd make it faster, or get to like a true
I'm gonna say don't worry about it right now. You got 2 weeks on the ship, you can't make it right now.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about hiring people in Waterdeep.
But yeah, when we get to the Waterdeep, maybe we talk about it then. But for now, what are you doing with your 2 weeks?
I would like to make breath weapons and at least 1 potion of resistance. Cold resistance.
You should be able to make. You have 2.5 days. You have 14 days. You could probably make 2 of each, or I don't know. You got time. Okay, so we'll start with that. Two. What was that?
I can make 5.
Let's see.
Because that would be 12 and a half days.
Got it. Yeah, 12 and a half days. Yeah, you can make 5.
Would the black dragon blood give me a different resistance than white dragon blood?
Yeah. Black dragon gives you acid resistance. White dragon gives you cold resistance.
Oh, okay. I'll make 1 of each of those, and then 3 white dragon. Oh, wait. 2 white dragon breaths, and then 1 black dragon breath. And is
Okay, you're making a white dragon breath, a black dragon breath.
2 white dragon breaths, and then 1 of each of the rest. And is it just 1 vial of blood per?
Yeah. And then how many resistances? You're making an acid and a cold resistance?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there is going to be some extra gold that is required to make these. You're making 5 potions. That's going to be, so it'll cut the cost in half because it's a consumable, and then it'll cut the cost in half again because you have the rare ingredient. So that's going to be, that's going to end up being, let's see, here's that's 50. You're making 5 potions. That's going to be 250 gold. All right, so 250 gold later. Mark off all those vials, make those disappear. That should be 3 black dragon blood vials and 2 black dragon vials and 3 white dragon vials. And you can add to your inventory a potion of cold resistance, a potion of acid resistance, and I will make you custom potions for the other 2.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
I also have a black dragon breath pouch. I don't know what to do with it, but I want to put it in the icebox so it doesn't go bad.
I'll assume everything that you're not using is going to be in the icebox. I'll just make that assumption. Okay, cool. I'm gonna circle to. If you got other stuff, we'll deal with it in a minute. Or I just want to check out what other people want to do for now.
I don't have any.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Ciela, Star, Shroud, is there anything that the three of you would like to do during this 2-week period?
Well, other than a long rest that we'll probably get.
All of you will get a long rest. Yes, you most certainly could all click those buttons.
Yay. The other.
I will say exploring the tower for loot is absolutely an option because, there's a bunch of empty chambers now that the cult's dead.
Nope, we learned our lesson. We don't rob from our hosts.
What? We don't walk in the what?
That's a hard pass. We don't rob our hosts anymore.
Yeah, after that one incident, yeah. Unless both me and Jen want
You live, you learn. You live, you learn.
Jenna goes, you know what? You're right. I think my days of crime are over.
cough, cough. It's not over, is it?
And everyone turns and looks at her slowly, like.
We can certainly take whatever loot's on the bodies of all those guys that the ogres killed.
But the dead won't mind their stuff gone.
Exactly.
Hey, stealing is crime. Looting bodies and the dead is adventuring.
Yes.
Yes.
I want it on a t-shirt.
Write that down and I'll make it.
Grave robbing? That's adventuring.
I'm gonna be with Gemna and I'm just gonna pester her most of this time. And be like, okay, let's go rob a bunch of these dead bodies.
She goes, what, we're really not gonna go steal shit? Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, we can steal shit, we just can't let them know about it.
Okay, good. I'm good. I just thought you were I don't know, lost a bit. Star, you and Gemna are buddies, I guess. I guess
Sure.
we'll call it
Frenemies. They're frenemies.
Yeah, you guys are the ultimate frenemies. I want you to roll me a flat charisma check to do with Gemna.
Charisma check. Oh god, this is not gonna go well. 6+. Where's the charisma? Where are you, charisma? Where you suck?
At the end of the line there.
I don't think I have charisma. This is not happening.
0 charisma?
I have 0 where is it?
It's with your big stats. Strength, con, dex, charisma.
Oh, so it's in saving throw. Oh, it's up there. +3. I'm stupid.
No, it's not saving
Yeah.
throws. It's the big numbers at the very top.
Yeah, no, that's why I said it's the big numbers on top. Okay. So 9 altogether.
Okay.
Unless we're talking about the 16 number.
No, we're not talking about the 16 number. Okay, don't worry about it.
I figured. Stars charisma is just I look great. Gemma's
Yeah, you and Gemna just kind of keep up with your frenemy thing, and you kind of poke at each other as the day goes on. So why don't we deal with you, Star? You and Gemna go exploring the castle for stuff previously unclaimed, shall we say. I'm gonna just go look around for any loot you might have missed that won't be missed here.
You hint that they're
This is what happens when you put 2 rogues together. They take shit.
oh, I know.
Can we put a sleight of hand in here so we don't look like we've actually stolen?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, throw a stealth check. I assume you and Gemna are going to do just fine on those, but let's do that anyway, just in case.
Stealth check.
Yeah, Gemna's fine. She rolls 20 something.
18 plus 13. I can't do math right now.
She rolls a 25. You guys are fine. No, you're not going to get caught. You go looking around. You find your way into some stables where there is some slaughtered. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe they've just been kind of left there because they're just beasts, technically. You find a stables where there's about 4 wyvern that have sort of been stabled there. And over to the side, you see about 6 wyvern bridles kept that are embellished with jade and mithril bits. They're probably worth 500 gold pieces each. And the wyverns, though being wyvern, you guys are like, you kind of stealth in there and you see the bridles. Do you want to try and take them? You want to try and keep the bridles?
It would be kind of cool, but I think we're probably gonna peck off the gems because like they're gonna be heavy.
So I got to take it back just because I reread it. The wyvern are dead. They're all fucking dead. Yeah, they're all like slaughtered and laid around. There might be like an ogre corpse or two there too, but they were like killed in their stables. They were slaughtered.
Okay.
But the bridles are still there. Gemini goes,
They look good.
bridles, yeah. Hey, go for it, man. I mean,
Okay.
I'm a big weight versus value person because I'm small. So if you want them, go ahead.
I would like to steal the gems off of them. Do you think we can peck them off?
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
So Star and Gemini basically start carving off the gems. I'll say add. She's going to take half of them. So add 200 gold pieces of mithril and jade bits to your inventory, Star.
100.
You continue to search. You guys don't go in there because those are where the giants live. You guys have already ransacked that place. You've already ransacked that place. Nothing in there. You go into the kitchen, you find about like 30 dead kobolds and a griffin. Just a griffin chilling.
It's dead?
No, it's just chilling. It's like probably eating one of them, in fact. There's tons of food in here. There's like black pepper and cinnamon and nutmeg. And Gemma goes, you know what? These are some pretty rare ingredients. I bet if we took them, we could sell them for a couple, not really my thing, but if you want them.
I feel like it'd be spoiled by the time we get there. It's too complicated.
Yeah. All right.
We might snack on it, and then what's the point?
That's true. We don't want to steal food from the kitchen. I mean, they're going to use the kitchen, I guess.
Yeah, we don't want to mess with the ogres.
Yeah.
Look,
You guys
I
find
don't want to be patched.
You guys find some places where you're like, maybe we don't go in there because that looks like it belongs to explicitly to the giant, or at least Jamna does. She's like, I don't know about in there, and like you get to this one tower, and there's like, it looks to be like very wealthy inside. Like there's like gems and gemstones on it, but it looks very giant, and it looks very well used. And you guys are like, maybe not.
No.
Let's see. What about this room? You don't go in there. That's the ogre barracks. There, you wouldn't be able to steal anything in there without, everybody inside. You don't go in there. That's where he lives. I think. Oh, this is pretty funny. At some point that night, the vampire lady appears again, and she kind of tries to kill you all, and the giant just splatters her on the ground, or you guys all help and do it too. Or she does it like very stealthy vampire, where she like grudge climbs along the wall and tries to bite you at night, and she basically becomes like a pest around the castle, and you like chase her around for a couple days. But we don't need to really worry about
song
that.
Plays in the background.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say like she's around and she tries to like kill one of you in your sleep, but doesn't succeed, and you try and kill her, and she gets away, and she kind of disappears, and you thought you did, but the vampire lady appears again, tries to attack you. You sort of batter her off, and she kind of just disappears like a rat in the holes of the cave. You can't get a hold of her. Yeah, exactly. You find a vault. Oh, and then of course,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Oh, sorry. So there's the main vault with all the money. I assume as you've all said, you're leaving that for the good people of Faerun to have that returned to them. And that's it. And that's all the stuff. But I will say, my friends, as you're wandering around and looking around within all of this massive treasure pile, there's tons of copper, tons of silver, gold, platinum, sapphires, gemstones, potions, magical armor, magical swords. You leave it all for the people of Faerun.
Look, how am I going to melt that ice other than getting Aravir to melt it? See, my point.
All right, then here's the deal. What's everybody's alignment?
I
Lawful
think
good.
What's yours, Aravir?
Lawful good.
You're good. Shroud, what's yours?
Let me see. Forget.
where is this?
Neutral.
Neutral? I'll
Where
tell
is
you
the-
what, I'll leave it up to you, Shroud. Shroud is a very like robot, like I follow orders kind of thing. Does Shroud have a desire for this coin? And let me put it this way to you. Does Shroud agree with the nobility of returning it to the people, or is Shroud just sort of doing what they're told because they've been ordered not to take it?
I think Shroud will be doing what they're told. I'm not certain exactly they have like have like completely processed like a conscience yet of like oh, for the good and betterment of people. I think it's more just like yeah, they're doing it, they're told.
Okay, so we'll leave you as neutral then. But I'm going to put you as lawful neutral because you do have a code, which is do what you're told. And you're
Yes.
very explicitly do what you're told when you're told. So let's say lawful neutral.
Uh,
Star.
chaotic good. I think that might be off.
No, I think that's fitting. I think you do good by very strange and chaotic methods. I think that's very fitting actually. Ciela,
Neutral.
what'd you get?
Neutral.
Haha, nope. You're
No?
gonna have neutral good. You
Oh, okay.
you see a great deal of wealth before you, and quite selflessly, you preserve it for the good of
Okay.
the desperate people of Faerun. So that is quite a good thing. So neutral good. Okay. So from Ciela, Star, and Shroud, is there anything else you guys want to do? If you want downtime options, I can give you some downtime options.
Cielo wants to spend some time with Lyragoth and see if she can mend that bridge.
Okay, make me a persuasion check. Or an animal handling, your choice.
Oh, animal handling. 24.
24. So, after the combat, Erebir really kind of came in clutch because she really like enforced this idea with Lyragoth about like we're a team. Like Lyragoth was like not getting this right and wrong and good and evil bullshit. Like it was a little convoluted and didn't seem to make sense to Lyragoth. Lyragoth's like the strong should rule. What are you talking about? So the right and wrong didn't really fit. But the idea of like you watch my back, I'll watch yours. Like have courage. We've got this together. And then making it through that alive because you all relied on one another. I think those ideas, which is strange for a dragon, because dragons are very solitary creatures. Sort of getting this idea of like we're stronger together. Like Lyragoth's a dragon and very much respects the idea of I'm strong and I should get what I want because I'm strong, and doesn't seem to want to let go of that philosophy very easily, but understands that she's stronger with allies. And so is growing closer to all of you through that. And post-battle, you healed her and you said like, how are you, like, you okay? Like, I got your back. You didn't throw it in her face. And yeah, and I'll say as the 2 weeks go on, like, she kind of said thank you and kind of gave you the little nod, and that was her sort of like reconciliation with you. And she gets closer to you. She walks around with you more. She'll hang out with you more. And it's also worth noting, she devoured the hearts of her kin, the Black Dragons. She also was witness to the defeat of the powerful, magical wearer of purple who represented the Black Dragons of the cults of the dragon. As 2 weeks go on, Lyragoth starts to grow at a very, very fast pace. You wake up in the morning, Lyragoth's grown and grown and grown. And as the 2 weeks comes up, though Lyragoth is not a year old, Lyragoth is about the size of one that is a year old, and will from this point forth be considered a young black dragon.
Okay.
So let's check out that mini change real quick. But yeah, go ahead while I do it.
Okay, Ciela would like to use something to make Lyragoth a new treasure pouch that she can wear around her neck.
Got it. Do you have anything in mind?
Well, maybe so it matches. You said that the wings could be used for small items.
Well, let me tell you this. Let me put this forth first before you do anything.
Okay.
Lyra Goth is, with the wingspan, bigger than a horse.
Okay.
Now, what do we put on horses?
Saddlebags. Okay.
There's a stables around here.
Yeah.
Maybe that might be the key.
All right. So then Ciela can maybe salvage some leather and make a nice, really nice bag for Lyra.
Yeah, there you go. You walk in and you see these wyvern that have been slaughtered, probably by the local ogre population while you guys were battling the dragon. There's how big she is. Look how fucking huge she is now.
I can't see.
What? This whole time?
Yeah, this whole time.
Somebody should have fucking told me. But
I didn't want to really say anything.
but there she is. That's how she used to look.
Mm-hmm.
That's how big she is now.
Nice.
Look at that girl.
Whoa! She cannot be hidden as a dog anymore.
No, she can't be hidden as much anymore.
Is she horse size then?
Oh no,
She
it's
is
bigger than that.
absolute. She's a large sized creature. She would be considered rideable at this point.
Yeah, I can't disguise her. I'm sorry. No matter what,
You're
I
not gonna
can't
disguise her. She can take care of herself. She just tell her to stay away from the city. Go in the swamps. Roll around.
Roll around.
Kill some
Well,
stuff in the swamps.
Well, tell you guys what. I'll let you actually pick.
Well,
I'll let you pick which mini we're using. So we're not using this one. Get out of here, old Lyra Goth.
yeah,
Loser.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that third one that you pulled out. Oh no! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Surprisingly.
I
So
like
those
the
are your
one on the
options.
right.
This one right here, the first one?
Yeah, I like that one.
Cool, I do too.
I guess I like the second one only because it was darker.
I get you. Well, we'll use.
Yeah.
Well, Lyra Goth's probably not getting bigger than this. Probably. So, Lyra Goth grows over the 2 weeks to a really incredible size, but then stops and sort of levels out, but seemingly consuming all of this like residual draconic magic. The dragon has grown. It is also worth a point as another event that happens over the 2 weeks. Eravir, you slew a dragon, and that's no small thing. When you slay a dragon, there's many ways to gain the inherent magical powers of dragons, and one such way is to slay it. Eravir, you may add to your sheet the feat Gift of the Chromatic Dragon. But you must use it for the specifically for cold and ice, per that is the dragon that you slew. Incredible. So yeah, you mend the bond with Lyra Goth. Lyra Goth is quite big. Lyra Goth is certainly riding size, if that's what people are getting at, for anyone in the party at this point.
Not without permission.
Yeah, I think she'll probably destroy you for without permission.
Just doing it, yeah. Actually, see, I was gonna say, would it be okay if one of these days we went for a fly together?
Make a persuasion check.
16.
16. You know Golden Compass, when she asks Eric whatever his name is, Eric Bergenson or whatever, to ride him, and he's like, "You wish to ride me?" She kind of has that moment. She's like, "You want to?" Her voice is like deep in this point. She goes, "You want to ride me?"
If it's okay with you. We can go somewhere far away and kill a bunch of animals and feed you with that.
I do
Always
like
skills.
savaging the weak and helpless. Let's try
Alright, we'll
this
go ahead and-
once.
Okay.
And you hop on. She like kind of looks back, and you see her sort of like grimace her large teeth, and you have this moment of like, oh no, I've made a mistake. And she unfurls her massive wings and beats them so hard she goes soaring up into the air at an immediate 80-foot fly speed, careening off like a rocket. I want you to roll me an animal handling check. You don't have a saddle of any kind. Make this a disadvantage.
Oh, I got a 16 and a 20. So
A 16 and 20.
Plus 7. 16 plus 7, 23.
You hold on for dear life. You're like Aragorn when he rides Saphira for the first time. Just, you're holding on and you don't go falling off. But Laragoth, like Toothless and Hiccup, just is merciless against you. You just flying through at like rocket speed around and through the spires, dash action 160 feet around. And it's all you can do to just like hold on. You're trying to play.
At the same time, I'm yelling, "This is fucking amazing!"
Yeah, you're having that like on the roller coaster for the first time experience. It's just and it goes to like a hard dive into the lower courtyard, just swings out, just like slingshot up. It's all you could do to hold on. And you're like, the wind in your cheeks and just like completely just like having like trying desperately to hold on for dear life. There is no measure of skill or steering or weight transfer, anything like that. It's all you can do to hold on, but you do. And Lyragoth just flies you around dash action for about 2 minutes, about 120 seconds, and then lands, and you're like your bones hurt. Like it's like being on a jet ski for a little bit. It's like being on a jet ski for 20 minutes after not sitting on the couch for 2 months. Your body, your limbs hurt, and you kind of stumble off. Largoth looks very happy with herself.
And I'm just gonna say that was the most amazing thing in the world. Thank you.
Sort of like grimaces at you, but it's supposed to be a smile.
Yeah, like kind of like the Terminator trying to smile.
Yeah. Just sort of displays the rows of razor sharp teeth at you. Yeah. Okay. Does anybody else have anything they want to do for the 2-week period?
Star would have just been watching from afar and was like looking at it, going like, "That looks so much fun." And then sees Ciela gets off the dragon, and he's just like, "Oh, she looks like a wreck. I'm not even gonna tell. Nope, I'm not that stupid. Nope."
Yeah, you might need to do some of that Air Force training where they put you in the thing and spin you around as fast as it possibly can first. Okay, is there anything else from anybody? It could be RP, it can be like actual downtime. Anything at all from anybody? Okay. 2 weeks go by. Your host holds you here. You don't have to worry about food. You travel, soar through the great skies. Look down to see the trees below. At one point, Eravir on the journey. Well, actually, not quite, but you guys see the expanse of Faerun. You see the high forest way off in the distance. You see the misty forest, Eravir, and all of you sort of encroach upon the shoreline where Waterdeep comes into view. You guys travel high up in the sky. It's hard to see below, but occasionally maybe your Cloud Dryad host allows the clouds that obscure the castle to disappear and allow you to sort of like look down and enjoy the landscape here and there. But the cloud is a disguise to keep the castle hidden. And you travel south ever more, and the cloud is going to set itself down maybe like a day away from Waterdeep for safety's sake. And your host says to you, "We have arrived. I shall give you some time to do what you need in the city. Tell me, how long do you think you'll need? I'm only willing to stay a couple days at most, however."
I would say we just need, I mean, I don't know, but like the afternoon to find some wagons and move the materials off ship.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you really wanted to, like, hustle it all along, like, talk to Froome, get the gold in, just, like, really, like, move things along.
Well, we want to bring
y-
Terrence as well.
Oh, yeah, try and get Terrence sorted out. I'd
Yeah.
say that, like, if you guys really wanted to rush it, you could probably get it done in, like, a day. I'll say that you're arriving in the morning. So if you really wanted to, like, be snappy about it and get things done, you could get it done in a day.
Okay.
But you could spend more if you wanted to.
How much is it going to cost to commission this armor?
I would say, let me just double check the book here. You're bringing the raw materials. They'll charge you 2,000 a piece.
2,000 a piece? Okay.
Yeah.
So Yellow will look at the group and say, is there anything that we're going to sell? Because I'm short and I really want this.
Wasn't there a bunch of gold and gems and stuff that we had?
Jem was like, no.
Stuff that we don't belong to us. And Cielo is talking in reference to the gold hall, the hoard.
I will also say you do have, like, dragon parts to sell.
Yes,
like, you
that's what
got...
I mean.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I mean, I didn't slay the dragon, but I did poke a lot of holes in it.
Well, I mean, that's up to you guys what you want to do with it. Like, you could take the parts to, like, a magic shop and they can tell you, like, what they can make out of it, right? And again, you can get this all done in a day if you want to rush it. So
Yeah.
it's just about figuring out how long you want to spend in Waterdeep. That's all we're doing right now.
How long did the ogre say? 2 days? 3 days?
The giant said he's only willing to spend a couple days, so maybe you could persuade him to stay for like a week at most. But if you guys really wanted to, like, you know, get things done snappily, it would take a day minimum to get everything you want done. But you can also, if you wanted to spend a little extra time, you have the chance you're going to be spending maybe a little more time here once the giant stuff's taken care of. Or at least you'll be coming back once the giant stuff's taken care of. Probably, maybe.
Yeah.
I think we should
Hopefully.
say 2 days.
Let's just say 3 days, because it's a nice number.
You know when you're turning the dial on the music and you just want to, like, hit an even number or maybe like a multiple of 5, and like psychopaths only land on 3, you know what I mean? You gotta find the right number.
Hey, 4, damn it.
Let's do 5. Let's do 5 days. Let's do 5 days.
5 days.
One day became, just do the fucking week, fuck it. Totally valid if you want to do that.
Because we have to, like, we can, like, take a moment to rest in an actual nice warm bed.
And you know, we're
Dead
seeing about
horses. Dead
reviving
horses.
Keep in mind from an RP perspective, or you could at least hire someone to go out to the roadhouse and get your horses.
Yeah. That
which would be a little cheaper. It's up to you. And keep in mind, like, from an RP perspective, maybe your characters want to take some time to just, like, drink and sleep in a feather bed and shop and have a nice week.
Stocked.
See if your father's stocked, yeah. So is that what you guys want to do? You want to spend a week in Waterdeep?
Sure.
Tending to your affairs. Okay. Fantastic. So here, I wish Terrence could be here for this.
Yeah. I
'Cause-
sent him a message. We can probably wait till next session.
Yeah, it's just like if we get him back, then he gets to do the session. But if we don't, then he's just gonna sit there all session. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well,
I'll tell him
just-
to like get a backup character ready or something.
Yeah.
So we'll deal with that next session. We got a couple more minutes here, so we're gonna deal with some bookkeeping stuff. We'll do the plot relevant stuff next week, but let's just get some things out of the way. So, what could we get out of the way here? Just sort of like the sort of the nitty gritty. Sell some of the stuff.
Yeah, sell some of the dragon stuff.
Okay, let's do that.
The total before anything was taken away was 12,500 and change.
Mhm.
12,250 worth of stuff in gold.
Well, we'll hold up. We'll do one thing at a time here. Hang on.
Yep.
So I'll tell you what. Why don't we say do you guys want to like take the stuff to an arcanist and like sell it with like, or go to like a trade market essentially and sell it in their proper places, and maybe find out what magical properties some of them might have.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. This person might end up being important, so I want to make sure I'm finding you the right fella. Oh, Waterdeep. How you make my life more difficult. But I love you so much. My best and worst friend.
So wrote down the stuff that still needs to be split and sold.
Okay.
I just put it in the chat.
Okay, thank you. That is actually very helpful. Where's that map? Here it is. Okay, I think that's what I want right there. So I'll get into the like Waterdeep and the streets and the blah 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 next week, but we have like 10 minutes, so we'll just get some bookkeeping stuff out of the way. Let's see. Guild halls, taverns, inns, open air, villages, centers, residents, shops, and businesses. Here we go. So exotic goods from all over the realms could be found. Weaponry, rare shops, secondhand art, sections, ladies, colorful, goods. Businesses of Waterdeep. Hell yeah. Come on. Let's see. Okay, whatever. I'm going to take a little fun authority here. You guys make your way to the market ward, and you find this little... oh, excellent. This little section where like lots of caravanners come in, where lots of goods sort of make their first transfer into the actual city up the main street. And it's just filled and filled and filled with shops. Tons of shops, taverns. It's a very good place to sort of start selling your wares. And you make your way into this one shop that seems to be what you need. It's called the Medusa's Glare. And it seems to be a sort of what you need, a sort of like a little magic-y shop. It's lots of trinkets, exotic wares, and such. And the individual there will be more than happy to help you. It's this woman who's sort of playing the part. She's got like long black hair, she's beautiful green eyes. She's wearing like almost like belly dancer or Arabian clothing, but a little bit more mercantile than exotic dancer. And she'll help sort you out. So yes, let's go look through the chat here. Did you put in the Zoom chat there? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's all fine. You could sell that all easily enough at the various shops around. And that's all semi-precious stone, 200 given to the White Dragon. Okay, yeah. So anything there you can sell for the price. Absolutely, Paravir. Obviously, other than what you gave to the white dragon, unless you wanted to take that back from the horde, of course.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can all turn that to gold, divvy it up how you like. No problem, whatever you're posted. I see what you posted, Wendy.
Yeah, I'm a
This
little confused.
Is this all stuff you want to sell?
The problem is that that's been gathered by everyone, so I don't know how much of it's been split.
None of it's been split.
Okay, this is just a. It's been sitting in a bag somewhere, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then split it up. Go for it. If that's what you'd like to do.
I'm perfectly fine with splitting it up. I'm just, how much is that?
All right, what you need is someone with a calculator is what you come for. No problem. All right, we can start getting to work here.
That is a shit ton of coin.
$22 semi-precious stone, 5 worth. Oh fuck! I'm gonna do the stones later.
How many are we dividing this by?
It's up to you guys.
I think, just in case Terrence is still here, because this was collected even when Terrence was here, we should make him just a pile just in case.
Okay, so 1, 2, so 5, and then what about Largoth and Jimna?
John goes, yeah. What about me?
Yeah, we can't forget Jimna, but Largo.
I've been working my ass off, almost dying around here.
Yeah, no, Jemna gets something, and I don't know how we're working with Largo.
Well, if you guys, I will say that there were saddlebags around, so we'll say that like, you fashion Largoth some cool saddlebags. Not really a backpack, but maybe sort of backpacky, but it looks good. You leave it open for a saddle. You don't tell Largoth, but you're like, I'm leaving it open for a saddle. So she's got places to store gold now. She can have a little mobile hoard.
All right, so we're just splitting this equally.
Yeah, we'll split it equally if we want. So it divides. Well, this one. So are we doing 6 then? Is that what it is?
It sounds like you're doing 7 if you're leaving a pile for Terrence.
Just in case he revives, and then if he doesn't revive, I guess we split it the rest of the way.
Oh, okay.
Above the table, wouldn't we know that he's not revivable? Like, he's dead, right?
He's dead, but if you guys attempt to seek resurrection magics in the city or the possibility of a resurrection, you can do so in the city.
Is that even possible with the 2-week period that passed?
You guys left him in a place where his body was well preserved because you left him in an ice cabinet, so he's preserved.
But just like spell wise, maybe I'm taking it too literally. Like, isn't there like time limitations on resurrections?
There are certain time limitations, yeah, but depending on which version of the spell you want to use, and we'll handle that. We'll just handle that next week. We'll deal with the mechanics of all of that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, like, if our party was aware that was actually some genuinely hopeful, or like, would we have an awareness that resurrection magic, words are hard, is not something that's feasible at this point in time.
Well, the first thing I'll say is that it is totally feasible.
Okay.
It is totally possible, depending on the types of magic you utilize. The other thing I'll say is, I'm going to say no. Nobody has really cared to roll any checks about. I think someone did roll.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, early on, and you rolled like sort of unspecifically that yes, it exists in the world. Difficult, but it exists.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm working on the gemstones here, so it's in progress.
Oh boy, I'm so sorry.
It's just a lot of them. It's all good.
All right, so Sarai put 358 gold pieces per person.
Yeah, that's for the things that I wrote down.
Okay. Including the gems or not including the gems?
Including the gems that were
Okay.
in my paragraph, yeah.
I'm working on stars right now. And then I assume when you're talking about the precious stones and you say pieces, you mean gold pieces, Star?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Like,
And
I think
then-
you eventually just said, this is what a piece was, and that's how much it was. There was just one
Got
of these
it.
100.
No problem. Okay, I think I've got your number. Or I'm seconds away from having your official number after all the gems and whatnots are stolen. You guys are disgustingly rich. And that's good. That's how I wanted it. Plus 80, plus 330, plus 260, plus... Welcome back, Terrence, you're rich.
Great.
So all of the stones and gold combined makes 5,617 gold pieces.
Okay, let's divide that in 7.
Divided by 7 is 802 and change. So if we said 802 times 7, that leaves 3 extra gold pieces.
Give it to the Lyregraph. That's what I'll say.
Throw it to the garbage disposal. And then that also leaves 2 daggers, which I assume Star would take, being the dagger rogue.
Yeah.
A shield, which I don't think anyone wants, because we have too many shields right now, it sounds like, with the Shroud holding 2. So you could probably just sell off that shield for half, which is... $5 gold. 5 gold for the shield, if anyone wants it. Lyregoth. Studded leather. I'm gonna say Jamna just fucking claims it. She just takes it. She's like, I went through that whole fucking adventure, and you had this all along? I was in crummy leather armor that entire adventure. You just had studded leather sitting around. Are you kidding me? He takes it, just throws it on. Does anyone want a silver rapier?
I already have a silver short sword, but if anybody else needs a silver sword.
Jamna says, and you had this too? I've been going around with a non-magical short sword?
I don't know where this thing came from, okay? I don't remember.
You guys suck! And she takes it. And lastly is a potion of greater healing. She goes, and a potion of greater healing?
I don't know if we've used that. I feel like it's been used, that one.
I think we used that, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I know, I was like, yeah, right. Someone just put a potion of greater healing in a bag and didn't use it the whole adventure. I don't believe that.
No, that one was used. I'm 100%
right.
sure.
So Jamna just very gruffly takes the leather armor and rapier for herself. Yeah.
Okay, so...
And is there any other... What about the dragon parts? Why don't we get some dragon part stuff done?
I am going to claim all that money now.
Yeah, go ahead and claim the money. That's all been divided up, so everybody should have that. Keep track of the totals, if you will, for Terrence, somebody. Terrence's little pile of gold. So, for the dragon meat, I'm just going to go down the list here. So, I'm going to start with the adult stuff. The white dragon meat. You can sell that for 100 gold pieces to a gourmet kitchen. Do you want to keep it for yourselves, or do you want to sell it?
How many gold pieces was that?
100.
Let me take a look at the...
Basically, it's a very exotic delicacy. It's a very fine meat. It spoils fast, and gourmet chefs will pay very much for it. So, if someone here has a desire to cook dragon meat and wants to take it, sure. But if you want to sell it for 100 gold, that's also possible.
Let's sell it. I don't think anybody here cooks.
So
Any objections?
Nope.
Going once, going twice. Sold. So we're gonna do this auction style. So that's 100 for the dragon meat. I assume you want to keep the blood vials for potions.
Yep.
Okay. What about the teeth? The teeth are 2 feet in length, serrated edged, has a degree of elemental protection to itself after years of exposure to the dragon's breath. They can be used to craft fine weaponry. They're about 2 feet long, so they could be used to make daggers or short swords. Starry, would you have any desire to have a craftsman make you a dragon tooth dagger?
Oh man, it would be nice to have 2 different daggers in my hands. Yeah.
And I will say, per it being a dragon tooth, I would say maybe it's easier to make like a magical dagger out of it, some kind of magical dagger. And you have 10 of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind one magical dagger that goes with my poison dagger.
Okay, so why don't we say you guys sell the 9 adult dragon teeth for 45 gold. And Star, you can add to your inventory a adult white dragon tooth, and we'll deal with creation stuff there next week. How's that sound?
Yep, alright.
Yep. Going once, going twice. Sold. 45 gold pieces, and Star gets to keep one.
I thought it was like 50 gold each. That's not each.
No, it's 50 gold for the set, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry!
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
I'll double check. Let me double check here. But I'm pretty sure it's for the set.
I just got pretty excited. That's all.
Oh.
I'm just gonna call it the white dragon dagger because I can't find this.
Oh, it's not a. You have to add that to your other possessions. It's not like a real item.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
For now, I'll just add it and I'll customize it later.
You know what? I need to investigate it further. I don't know, it's not really specific. It says times 10 there, but I'm reluctant to ask, but what do you guys think? Do you think that when it says like times 6, it means that the gold value is for the set or for the individuals?
Being that it's for a small item, I would say individually.
Yeah. Well, I look at the weight, and I think a single dragon tooth out of an adult does weigh 8 pounds. I don't think 10 2-foot long, like bone dragon teeth weigh 8 pounds cumulatively. Like that would mean that each tooth weighs less than a pound, which I don't think is realistic. Okay, so you know what? I think Aravir's right. So let me take that back. Forget the 45 gold. That's gonna be. You guys are
450?
disgusting. Yeah, that'll be 450. Boom. Okay, moving on to the next item. Adult dragon bone. Dragon bones are infused with arcane and elemental magics and tend to get harder as the dragon ages. Armors and weaponsmiths that know how to work dragon bone tend to be masters of their craft. So, I will say the arcanist tells you, yes, if you bring this to the right smith, the right armor, the right weaponsmith, you could have yourself a very interesting possible weapon made from these bones. But if you wish to sell them to me as raw materials, each bone would go for about 750 gold. If you were to sell all 6, you'd be quite wealthy individuals. But if you want to keep them, you can maybe find the right armor, the right smith to make you magic items. So you can either sell them all now for 4,500 gold, or keep them to possibly have crafted into something. What would you like?
Proud, you want new armor? Airbeard, new sword?
Oh.
They've gone to... Shroud goes for repair, and Eravir goes to the bathroom. She says, why don't you keep those for now? Why don't you keep those for now and decide later?
Okay.
Dragon horn. Depending on the type of horn, the horn is prominent protrusion for the head. These horns often retain a piece of the dragon's power and make wonderful conduits for arcane magic. The horns can make great trophies and can be crafted into various instruments and items, which tend to absorb magical enchantments fairly easily. Magic users create staves from the horns, and they can make perfect arcane focuses. So she says, more potential for arcane items, but you can also sell it for 1,300 gold pieces. What is your choice?
Well, Ciela has her arcane focus and doesn't want a staff.
Well, there's other arcanists in the group. She says, hang on to it, and you guys can decide, go around, shop around, see what someone can make from it.
Okay.
Breath pouch has 2 glands secreting chemicals. Dragon exhale, 2 glands are wrapped within thin membrane of the pouch, which can be harvested if careful. Alchemists prize the membrane as a unique mix of chemicals it contains. Magic users prize the magic it holds. Artificers prize what they can make from it. It says, again, more potential for magical item creation, but you can sell the adult white dragon breath pouches for 3,000 gold pieces right now, or you could hang on to them for possible alchemical, very rare and potent alchemical reagent. What would you like? Eravir, you're the alchemist.
It's pretty cool. I already have one from the Black Dragon though, so we'll sell this one.
Okay. This is an adult one, as a reminder. It might have better properties.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
She says, well, hang on to it for now and make a decision later when you've decided if you can or can't do something with it. And she'll say, okay, the adult white dragon scales. Now, these, I must say, I recommend you keep. Armor is, and it's also worth noting, you, Ciela, who has taken levels in Druid, Druids don't like metal armor. She says, but you do like medium armor. She says, and let's just say she knows you very well, whatever. Not very well, but she knows your disciplines, right?
She knows
She says,
of me.
she knows of you and your discipline. She says, so as someone who uses the druidic magics, you have to use animal parts, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You could have dragon scale armor made with these. I would recommend keeping them.
Okay.
Good, good. The last is the large dragon wings that are prized for their leather, which retain some of the dragon's magical essence, which absolutely can be made into, again, magic items, possibly things containing flight. Do you wish to keep them or sell them? If you were to sell both of them right now, you would make upwards of 1,200 gold pieces, 1,300 gold pieces.
Oh, but
Or sorry, 1,000. I always get my mixed up. 13,000. If you sell them right now, you can make 13,000 gold pieces. Or you could keep them and try and make magic items out of them.
1,300 or 13,000?
1,000. Sorry, 1,000 for sure. 13,000. If you sell both wings, you'll make 13,000 gold pieces. If you wish to keep them, you could possibly make a magic item. But again, each one is exclusive, so you could sell one, make 6,500 gold pieces, and keep one for magic item creation.
Did you say flying magic items?
Possibly. They're wings after all, and dragon flight is considered to be exceptional.
Damn, I think we should keep that then.
Then hang on to them. Decide what you can make from them, and then decide if you wish to sell them.
Okay.
The last thing worth going through before we wrap up is the wormling stuff, which will be much faster. You guys want to sell the meat?
Yeah.
40 extra gold. Good job. You're going to keep the vials. It sounds like you want to use the skin to make armor, possibly.
For Star? Yeah.
For Star, yeah. Do you want to keep one for Star and sell the other for leather armor?
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, 40 extra gold pieces. You want to keep the 2 dragon breath pouches for Eravir, I assume. And she says the wings of a wormling have far less potential than the adult ones you have from the White Dragon. I'd suggest selling them for 100 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to use them to make embellishments to armor. They can make your armor look very cool.
Can I make or have made a bracer of archery with one of those?
No, unfortunately not. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
you can keep them for aesthetic purposes to add to armor.
Yeah.
Very well. So hang on to them for now. And with that, of all of the parts you sold from the dragon, you guys are going to make an additional profit of 630 gold pieces, which you could divide amongst yourselves by 7.
Or 7, okay.
For 90
90.
each.
Okay.
Okay, that should be the last of our bookkeeping. For now, make sure everybody is kept due track of all of this. That should be Aravir's list, that should be Star's list, and that should be all of the dragon pieces that you possess. You kept many of them, the ones that have magical properties or alchemical properties. And any other shopping, plot-related stuff, quest completion stuff, anything else to do with Waterdeep, we will pick up next week. And guess what? Level up!
Yes!
Yay!
Happy level 10!
Yay!
Oh, what do I want to take?
I still have that inspiration. Ooh. I'll try to remember to use it. Bye-bye.
I have an inspiration still too.
How do I edit? What does I get when I'm level 10? I get nothing. Oh wait, I get an ability score.
Yeah, ability score increase rocks, dude. You're 10th level. You're 10th level rogue now, right?
Yes.
Are you sure you get ASI increase at 10? Oh yeah, you're a rogue. Rogues get extra ASI increases. That's right.
Okay.
That's good though. That's really good. You get ASI and feet.
Yep.
I'll also
Either
say one
or.
more thing, Ciela. So you have formed. I will say, Lyragoth grew substantially. Her powers grew immensely and very quickly. It is not just because she consumed the heart of 2 of her kin, cannibalized her kin, and witnessed, for as powerful as that may be, not much, the death of the Purple Worm Seeker, but also she, at this point, is undeniably bound to your ranger magics. And through that bond and her reacceptance of you, she will, and knowingly, not accidentally, but knowingly, and will tell you so, that she will grant you her own gift from her own draconic power. You may gain the gift of the chromatic dragon as well,
Thank you.
and it must be utilized through acid, her
Yes.
being a black dragon.
Thank you.
All right. All right.
Time to go to bed.
Yes, definitely.
How do I add that extra feat?
Just in bottom of features and traits.
Okay.
And that's where you should be keeping track of your feats that you get from the ASIs as well,
Yes.
I believe. Yeah. But it should be in there. Yeah, gifted the chromatic dragon. Cool, good session, folks. I was like worried. I was hoping you guys would get through Skyreach Castle so we could get to Terrence's possible resurrection next session. Yeah.
Cross my fingers. So
Just keep in mind, no matter how much you or Terrence wants it, it's up in the air. Bring your RP, because DCs will be based on how good the RP is during the resurrection ritual.
Yep.
So if you want to beseech a soul to return, bring your stuff. Bring your genuine RP. Bring some. I want to see tears. No, I'm kidding. It's all good. But it'll be cool. It'll be our first resurrection ritual of the game.
Nice.
and don't say it. We're gonna knock on wood. We're gonna see if we can revive. Please.
We also got to see if Terrence is.
Willing.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the motions, but we'll see if Terrence feels his battle is not yet won. We'll see.
I get wild shape.
Oh, at second level, yeah, you get wild shape. Yeah, wild shape's fun.
All right. Good night, guys. Bye.
Good night. Good night, Ryan.
Good night.
Bye, Soraya. Bye, Wendy.
See ya.
Bye.